Okay. Ooh, that might be a little high. Let's put that down a bit. There we go. That's better. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. We got a show for you going till, oh, wait, helps if you flip everything over, jackass. We got a show going for you until 4:30. We're going to hang out with you. We got news. We got stuff. Special emissary on the YouTube chat. Hello. Usually Seen Caesar is here sooner. I am what? Seen Caesar. That's not good. But yeah, so we've got a whole show to do. Digger messaged me right before the show, be like, "Hey, I'm here. Are you doing a show today?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "All right, well, I'll see you in the chat." I'm like, got my hopes up for just a second and dashed him just as quickly. So hopeful. But it didn't happen, man. So it's just me. 3.5 hours. We got a lot of different stuff to talk about. Primarily, we've got a story about, and this is why I was hoping St. Caesar was here early on. We've got a story about the Spider-Man movie. Something happened at one of the theaters where it debuted recently, so we're going to talk about that. We've got Australians that are baffled why, after a sudden influx of certain kind of people, and I'm not speaking racially, I'm speaking class, I guess. What do you call it? Like, what? Castly? I don't know. Anyways, certain group of people, now all of a sudden their place is turning pretty shitty. It's weird. We'll cover it. We'll talk about it. There's a lot of, it's making some news on the Twitter. It's one of those things they're using to distract us with, so we'll talk about it for a minute. I'm here, sir, having a pre-show smoke. Well, that's up to you. I'm just saying. That's literally our first story, so if you're not here early in the gate, you're missing the only thing that's, like, the closest to content just for you kind of deal, is this one specifically. Then we have fires in Spokane, Washington to talk about. They happened, I want to say Sunday and Monday, and they have a suspect for at least one of them. And from what I understand, the suspect they have is nutsos. So I don't know about in Canada, obviously Digger has her opinions. In America, in Spokane, Washington, the forest fires we made them ourselves. So, and I don't know if we have any laws against brush cleaning and clearing. I don't know. Hey, Johnny, where'd you go this morning? Says the Grand Poobah. What happened this morning, I don't know if it was like somebody tapped into a power pole or what. The power and the internet went out here for like a split second, but just long enough. Like my battery backup registered the power shift, but never ever beeped like it was unpowered or anything like that. And everything stayed connected, it seemed like, but nothing actually connected. My internet had to reboot entirely. It took about 2-3 minutes. And at that point, I was already out, and Aaron was already doing the show. It's hard to set up a Zoom call and bring somebody in the middle of the show. So I should have known better when the link no longer worked. I should have been like, well, link doesn't work. But I didn't want to be a dick, so I messaged him like, I'm here and I can come back if you want. Just, if you want me back, just let me know. And instead he messaged me like, hey, take the day. It's fine. And it's just, yeah, it sucked because we already had our rhythm like up and then dashed once before. So it was kind of shitty. But yeah, that's what happened this morning was my internet blinked out for a split second along with the power, which I can only guess means somebody did something to a telephone pole in my near neighborhood. A squirrel crossed a transformer. Some guy crossed his wires. I have no fucking idea. But something happened. It didn't affect me after that. Everything came back. Everything's been fine. Power's been fine. So we're good. Hopefully it was just that one incident. But yeah, it was not awesome. I got up early and I got on the show and we had a good rhythm going. It was just such a shitty thing to happen. We're like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, I didn't do it. I don't control it. It's literally nothing to do with anything I have technologically or something went. No, St. Caesar, it still has some of the issues that this would have. Plus, Discord has problems that Zoom doesn't, so And, you know, doing a show like this, you get comfortable and you get set in your ways and you know what you like. And whether I like Zoom or not, he likes Zoom. It's his show. Use Zoom. I don't think you'll ever get him to use Discord. It is entirely beyond his ken in terms of interaction, in terms of what you do. He would have to learn to use it, and he doesn't want to do that. And I don't blame him. There's no real upside for him. Other than doing his show, would he use Discord at all in his life? Nope. Not a bit. Not one bit. What has been less delay, Johnny, Zoom or Discord? I don't know that I noticed a delay in either of them. Glad to hear it was medical shit. What are you talking about? Medical shit? You missed the entire part where I said the internet blinked out for a minute and I had no control over that. Lee Christmas really building an audience here. I'm doing a show for the people that show up and we do a show, man. I mean, I don't get super stressed over whether or not we build an audience. I have enough other strife in my life. So I did a show one way for fun for a while, and then I no longer do the DJ and comedy work that filled up a lot of that. So now I dedicate more time to just doing the show every time. And we have it on the 3 platforms. You want to hang out? Cool. If it's not your thing, it's fine. But thanks for being here. We have a fun time here. Oh, some people do, St. Caesar. Some people do, some people don't. We have a bunch of different stories to get into. Like I said, the Spider-Man thing. We got the thing in Australia. Spokane, Washington's on fire. We're going to be covering that. And then we'll just cover a couple different other stories as we do. It's more of a lighthearted thing, Len Christmas, if that makes sense for you. But also, you can't see the Rumble chat. That one's not public on the screen. To be part of the Rumble chat where anything goes, you have to join the Rumble. God, why does he do it every time? Yep. Thank you, Nucleatic Gaming. Good to see you. We're a slow build, and apparently that's the only way to just enter a room. You can't just be like, hi. You can't say hello. Nope, just fucking jump scare you. I don't know if it bothers everybody else. It's supposed to be fun, but kind of sucks for me. I'm going to be honest. All right, so, yeah, the Spider-Man story. Let's just load all these up and do them right now. The Spider-Man story, I want to point out, I picked because it was Spider-Man and because they're like, this disturbance happened at a theater. And I can't think of the last time any movie has been disturbed to the point where everyone bailed on the movie, other than the notorious Batman incident. Hello, Nucleatic Gaming. Good to see you. That one was horrendous. That guy, attacked people. I think several people were killed. Anyways, this at least is not quite so harmful, but still the fact that it happened, apparently somebody had a horrific fart attack, and I'm not exaggerating this is the way it's being described, that sent moviegoers running out of theaters in the middle of the new Spider-Man movie. A screening of the movie was playing in a brand new day, was playing in Cartagena, Colombia, when an audience member allegedly had a farting attack that cleared the theater. Somebody in the theater started farting so hard and so bad, and it apparently smelled so much that everyone bailed. That guy, oh no. You could be getting a Peter fart in the face instead, Johnny. I mean, I would appreciate that. Bits-wise, that's more bits, so we would do better with more bits. But, it is what it is. Our goal's on tomorrow at $15. I'm totally not texting and driving on the job, says the Grand Poobah. I didn't suggest that you were. So that seems like a weird admission. Weird. Oh, meant to say wasn't medical shit. Oh, that's all good. Well, thank you for the good well wishes. Yeah, it had zero to do with me. I'm still sore as fuck, but I'm totally fine. Other than that, all things considered, somebody at Taco Bell before the screening. It was in Colombia, so how close? Because we monitor the explosive diarrhea outbreak in the U.S., but if it's going on in Colombia too, then yeah, no, maybe somebody had the what's it called? The cyclosporia. They had that. They had a bout of explosive diarrhea, and it cleared the theater. It cleared the theater. Staff at the Plaza Bargrande complex in Cartagena said it remains unclear who the culprit was. I mean, it should be fairly obvious. Nobody, if they're clearing a movie theater, they're clearing a theater, the whole thing. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. That guy walks by and you'd be like, all right, nope. That's like if you light a scented candle and it fills the room with a scent, you blow out the scented candle. If somebody walked by you with that candle, you would still smell the scent stronger there than anywhere else. You'd be like, wait a minute, that's our culprit. That's our culprit. Did they get half of a refund? I have no idea. I'm going to guess not. While cinema bosses did not officially cancel the screening, dozens chose to abandon the film entirely, leaving the mystery perpetrator at charge. Yeah, so they just played the movie for nobody, and they kept the money. Said, fuck off. Somebody farted. You can all go home now. Oh, wait. Yay. That guy again. Possible ban evader. What? You mean the bot? No. So, yes, welcome everybody in all the chats. I'm not going to re-welcome everybody every time someone new comes in and says, hi, hey, hello, welcome. Movie tickets can't be cheap in Colombia. I have no idea what their price is. I have no idea how much they cost. But the point is, whatever their price was, it was not so steep that somebody would sit and steep in whatever happened in there. Like if it was right next to me, like if somebody was ripping ass right next to me, I'd have trouble staying in the movie theater. So I get like the area in his immediate vicinity, but you had to really have a go of it to clear out the theater. Labglass calling it bruised tushy Tuesday. Yeah, a little bit. The coccyx is still sore. So yeah, it's a little bruised. We also don't have any pictures of this theater, so I have no idea what the seats are. Like, if the seats are spaced out far enough, again, it really wouldn't be an issue. It's mostly just distracting to the film. It's hard to get invested in the in the tense, like, you know, feel good or heartstring moments when someone next to you is just ripping one out. It's not gonna work. I can't do it. I can't watch a movie and not laugh. Like, that would be the biggest problem for me. Is I'd be laughing too hard. I'd be laughing way too hard. I'm trying to find the we have too many sound drops. When I had to move them all, the order changed and it screwed up my life. Damn it all to heck, shoot. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Fuck it. I can't do it now. I don't have the fucking stupid sound. But yeah, it's just, you gotta be doing something bad. It's gotta be way more than just air to clear the whole place. Like, if people are afraid from the smell wafting over them that they're gonna go, yeah, we're getting out of here. No, you gotta be doing more than just farting. That dude died. Somebody was found shriveled up like a tube of toothpaste and dead of dysentery at the end of that film, and they're just covering it up, and they're not gonna tell us. We'll never know. How much did you last spend at the theater? God. I don't know. It wasn't cheap. It was a little bit. It's like tickets were like, I think like 15, 16. The movie theater we have here has done this thing where they make all of their seats really cool and ritzy now. Like, they all have really nice theater seating. But you have to pay for that. So, and the funny part is, much like the chick we were ripping on yesterday, I'm fortunate that my wheelchair, I can switch out of it and pivot really easy, because if you use the wheelchair space and you park your wheelchair in the wheelchair space, you still pay the premium. Even if I'm not in the vibrating, reclining, cup holding thing. Nope. What? Oh, this was apparently, we're now getting Labglass letting us know how it sounded in the movie theater. Thank you, Labglass. I mean, you see how this would be distracting, right? Like, Peter's swinging around, and then all of a sudden, the bad guy. Who's the bad guy in this? Was it a Hulk? I thought it was a Hulk. Like, oh, there's John Barenthal. Like, good luck figuring that out. I can't watch that movie. I'm going home.
You shall not!
Did it have to be right on my face? There's so many other ways. There's so many other ways. That felt personal. It felt very, very personal. That felt like I just got assaulted by Gandalf. Did I just get face...
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
We're close to a hype train starting over on Twitch. I did not expect that today. We have $15 of a goal for tomorrow. And then, what's tomorrow? So then after that, we just have the Thursday 65. And then it's hold your fucking balls for our Friday GoFundMe show where we get crazy, wild, and stupid. So if we're going to do the hype train thing, let me know. The doctor is in the wings. I don't know that I caramba. By the way, all this will count. So if we are going to do it, let's do it sooner rather than... I want to start it too. Like, that's a high number. Gandalf, the farting magician, coming to 2020.
We don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
All right. I have to ring a couple cowbells here. Let me get this. For the people over on Twitch, Fettuccine El Poo and Lab Glass, there you guys go. Cowbells coming out for you in 3, 2, moo.
Here comes a train, a busy little train, rushing up and down on the daisy line. Mummies and daddies, the grandpas and the grannies, everyone's aboard on the 809. Here comes a train,
3,
and here comes
2,
driver 10-2. Wahey! Here it comes, here it comes, here comes the train today. Here comes a train!
All right, I didn't get the... Whoa.
Guess what?
What?
I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Oh, man. I'm waiting for the thing to switch over. 65% of level 2? I thought that was oh, me. Thank you very much. My God, why? What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Level 3 now, John. Jesus Christ. I am that legit jump scared the crap out of me. I was not expecting that one at all. Now we're 5% of the way through level 3. Whoopity woo, good lord. Brian, I want to go home. I wanted to go home too. Nightmare Fuel. It is Nightmare Fuel, worth 750 bits. I didn't price these. The newer ones, I made...
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Thank you, Rexstart Parody account with another subscription over there on Twitch. We'll get that in just a second. I have not kept a I got touchy about the stickers early on when they started being aimable. I was worried about saying something that somebody would get butthurt about. I've since retired that worry a long time ago, and along with that, I also stopped touching the stickers altogether. Like I didn't ever rock anything up unless I made it. Like then that would be where it started costing money, like the ones I made. But other than that, even then, we're not about making people throw exorbitant amounts of cash. We're about people throwing enough cash to keep the show going and everyone having fun while we cover local and quasi-national events. That's kind of what it's about. It's about chilling and hanging out because our lives are hard enough. So let's have some fun and talk about different stuff. Hopefully not butt stuff, but you know, as the first story proved, good luck avoiding that. Hello, Sandy Squatch. Good to see. Damn it, Twitch's AI ban system. I don't know what you mean, your AI ban system. What did you type? You still can't get your Twitch Prime back, unfortunately. Well, you just set up a new account, I guess. I don't know, man. That's another Not My Life I'm sorry for your strife, but I can't do it. I've got 3 controlled burns to get into with this, and we have a lot of different stuff to cover. So let's just go. Let's just go to a couple of these. So recently, Australia has been taking in a lot of people from third world countries.
Pick on someone your own size, skullface.
It's the other thing, too. I can't ever get any story going because somebody does something to squirrel me. Fortunately, it's just me. Digger's in the chat, but she's not on the show today because she'd squirrel like crazy. And because of that, I didn't have a VIP on it now.
You pretty fool. I've had it with your whining and bumbling.
So now we're having He-Man and Skeletor fight on my face. It's just silliness.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
I am very, very grateful, but we have a level 3 hype train at 86%, and I haven't done one of these yet, let alone the idea that I'm going to do 4 of them, even in the course of the show. Oh my God. Thank you very much. We have, what is it? This and Thursday's goal. So that's technically $80 total. And so depending on where that hype train hits, we're obviously going to be done with tomorrow's goal. And then we'll just have a chunk of Thursday to get out of the way before Friday. And then Friday's the party time extraordinaire. Hello, Digger, over on... Oh, you're in 2 of them. Okay. There's a Jurassic Park Hummer for sale in Jerkins, Minnesota. $15,800 if anyone wants to waste a bunch of money on a piece of shit. Is it an actual like Jurassic Park, like from the movie, or was it like or is it just somebody took a Hummer and painted it like as if it were? Oh, for the love of! What am I supposed to do? I can't. I talk for 2 seconds and somebody farts in my face. Now we're launched over to level 4. Fucking awesome. All right, great. 5% of the way into level 4. I'm gonna pull up this video of an Australian man talking about the situation in his neck of the woods, and it would have been fun if Digger were here. She could explain how this is happening in Canada too. But yeah, we're about to learn what's going on, what he thinks about it, and I'm going to get one of these controlled burns out of the way. Thank you so much. MSO, I addressed it earlier. There was an internet outage for a split second. Like my internet clicked off for a second. Somebody clipped a wire or something that they weren't supposed to, because my internet went off, and then I had to wait for the router to reset and the modem to reset, and it came back once that happened. And then we have how much? We have 4 minutes in level 4, 5%. Here we go. This guy explaining the horrible situation. Like, it's one thing if they're being shitty in the areas they live, but if they're just dumping garbage everywhere. Go ahead, skinhead. Tell me what's up.
Look at this abomination. Marquis Street, Guildford. Ran into this while walking the dogs, but that's okay. My fellow councillors want to focus on putting council resources with alleged...
You are an asshole, lab class. Holy shit. That is not the time.
Our own community. This is blocking the footpath, just dumped here. Third world ghettos. But, you know, this is what the Labor majority and the other councillors in the Uniparty want to vote for. Also voting for free English lessons for people that want to become Australian citizens. The ratepayer shouldn't have to go through increased rates, and
it's happening everywhere. Our worlds are fucked. Guess he didn't want to tell me. No, I did. I mentioned it. We talked about it earlier. The internet went out for a minute. I was just wondering, was concerned for you. Yeah, no, I didn't. Nothing bad happened to me. I wasn't. Actually, technically, something good happened. I found out, that I was done for the day and we'd be back tomorrow, so I got to go rest up a bit. Thought maybe Krupke got you. He's after Digger right now, and so she's the one that we need to be concerned for the most. I'm safe for the moment. But you never know what the future holds. Hey, Cool Frog, good to see you over there in the Rumble chat. All right, so 2 minutes left in the hype train at 38%. If anyone else wants to throw in on Twitch, now is the best time. Not for me, for you, because that thing is intimidating, and I have 3 more to do.
Decreased council meetings, but not being looked after, and this putting up with this kind of third world mess. I'll have it cleaned up. I'm here fighting for local residents.
Here's the reason why I have trouble trusting this. Someone's holding this camera for you. You're just out walking your dog and you noticed this, and you got someone to hold the camera while you did your political soapbox rant? I don't doubt that you have third world residents and that they're putting garbage in places and just leaving it out, but this almost seems too perfectly staged, firstly. Secondly, even if it's real, why are you letting your dog roam around this garbage? There could be a chocolate bar anywhere in that mess, you son of a bitch. Pace yourself, Johnny. Well, we'll take our time. Hello all, Ashley. I'm waiting on Spectrum Service Tech. Pray for patience that I won't need bail money. They always tell you can't take it out on the service tech. It's like, yeah, you're not supposed to. But damn it, who else do you have? You can go to the store and complain. That won't do you any good. A drug-filled chocolate bar to boot, too, Johnny. I don't know. This is Australia. Do they have drug-filled chocolate bars? I don't know if these people are bringing in drug-filled chocolate bars. I will say, this is literally happening everywhere. It's not like the people that come here, like the migration in that Spanish place. It's not like the people that come here don't just jump in and assimilate. They do stuff like this.
Because I don't vote to help illegal refugees with alleged drug and alcohol addictions. I vote to help the Australian people and our local community.
So this is a freaking ad. I don't know, man. I want to say it's not real. It just seems a little too perfect. Firstly, if the trash is all being dumped here, we can just keep an eye on it and who's doing it. There's the train succeeding at level 4, 5%. No, wait, level 4, 38%. Fuck you. 38% of level 4, and I still I've lost a couple years off my life. This seems very staged to me, just a hunch. Yeah, it seems staged. Well, who am I supposed to take it out on? Already been to the store, right? Like, you got nobody else to complain to. That guy has to be has to weather the brunt. And then your job is to not be as big a dick as possible, but it's a losing battle either way. Yeah, this seems totally staged. It's just so random. Like, furniture, really? Wow, it's so beautiful here. Green land, fresh water, plenty of animals. Yes, it's a beautiful spot for our trash. I have trouble believing that this one isn't staged because that guy's doing his political attack ad. And I've got several of these, though. So are they all staged? Let's look on this one. Just get all... Or wait, well, no. Okay, so I thought there were several of them. What's the first one? Oh, yeah, this one is, I'm guessing, the same as this one.
Traditional
Oh, boy. I don't know, man. This guy's driving. If this is staged, oh, boy.
This is traditional African and Indian fucking landscaping. This is what you get when the town you grew up in is pumped full of cultural enrichment and diversity. Look at it. Fucking beautiful. What?
All right, I'm less inclined to believe the other one's staged. This is horrible.
Would anybody want to be surrounded by like-minded people who have some sort of fucking respect for the country they're in? Have a fucking look at this shit.
He's pissed.
Fucking filthy.
Oh, wow. There's a couch. How much for the couch? And this just looks like boxes and shit. It's a yard sale, Johnny. It's the world's longest yard sale. All right, where's the register and the attendant? I want to talk about that couch. Australia's 75% off all items. I don't know.
Absolute fucking filth. Anyone found to be dumping rubbish like this should either be executed or deported, whichever.
Now, this is where you got me in a bit of a pickle here, but I don't disagree with punishing people who do it. I'm hesitant to say that one. Can we just go for the deported? And here's the deal. If you're from the area, like say you're a born and bred Australian, we're still deporting you and, I guess revoking your citizenship. And then you are a steward of the world. Good luck figuring that out. You signed the dotted line when you threw trash down. This stuff gets worse, not better. And it's, again, these people come from these places because it's like this. And when they get here, the part that I don't get is they don't at all connect their behavior to their environment before. Like somehow their environment before was always a crap hole and they were just in it. And now when they get here, it's like, yeah, but this is fine. Jesus, this is just, again, I'd say so far he's gone like at least 3/4 of a mile, maybe a mile, and it's just trash.
I'm so sick of pretending that there are
No,
people
not a
in
mile.
this
He's gone
country
3/4.
who fucking deserve to be here when they don't.
Whoa.
But it's not funny. I don't care anymore. Call me whatever you want. Fucking deport or execute. If there are not.
Holy Jesus. Dude, can you say that in Australia? Can you say deport or execute on your social media posts? I get it that we don't see your face, but buddy, that is, oh, wow. Holy crap. Red Scoper asking earlier, who throws out a dining room table and chairs? They could donate those to a thrift store. Right, that's why that other one seemed staged. It seemed too perfect that there was just too much stuff where I'm like, really, you threw that out? There looks to be absolutely nothing wrong with it other than the fact that it looks dusty and dirty. And you just threw it outside? Because whatever. Seems weird. And that's why I think the first video might be staged. But this dude's outrage combined with his just unvarnished opinion, plus the fact that we're driving along, it seems a lot harder to stage this much. I'm more likely to believe this one. Rusty Grammar, I don't know, I'm on his side. Look, I completely agree that people doing this should be absolutely
Fuck off.
Should be absolutely punished and persecuted to the full extent of the law. I'm just saying, I think it's a bit extreme to go that far, but I'd meet you in the middle and just say it's, unanimous deportation all across the gambit. All right, well, let's do number 2 of 4. Dear Lord, we're a half hour in, 30 minutes in. We're on 2 of 4. Thank you again for the support for the program. We have a goal that is undoubtedly on to Thursday and somewhere in there. And we'll see how that goes. And then Friday's the big GoFundMe show where we do all the crazy stuff with me and Digger. So moving back to this, if you're just joining us, apparently nobody saw this coming. But a lot of the people that they've imported in Australia, a lot of people from other, as this guy referred to, a lot of cultural diversity has been added to his area. And apparently the diversity has been in terms of their treatment of, dear Lord, I can't have people like the chats on this screen, man. Fucking A. Dude. Like, I get it. It's a small little show, but I'd like to keep the YouTube one up as long as possible. If you could fucking not. Oh, my God. That's what the Rumble chat's for, man. And you did it over there, too. So it's like, Jesus. All right, so we're going back to the video of my second burn.
Fucking kill them if this is how they're going to treat the joint. If they're a fucking cheap Labour voting fucking import, fucking deport them. I'll give them the choice. Hey, we can deport you or execute you. Look at this fucking...
Well, it's good that you're giving them the choice.
Fuck me dead. It just doesn't fucking stop.
I also want to say this road's very, very shit. These ruts are horrible. This is some sort of like routine dumping thing. Rusty Grammar, ever heard of Midnight Oil? No, I have not. Pat Fargo, any good futons? Yeah, do we have any good futons? Just out of curiosity, any nice furniture? Maybe a lamp. I could use a nice lamp. Let's see if the chat box is good now. It should be.
Phil. Look at that. Oh, did it some rubbish?
Just bags of rubbish. And this is just a country road in Australia? Just a country road. You guys don't have garbage to pick up?
Traditional third world landscaping.
That one caught me off guard. Oh my god, that's my favorite one. I gotta go back. I'm gonna play it, maybe boost the audio a little bit. He said here, this is what you would call... you know what? I'll let him do it.
Oh, did it some rubbish? It's called traditional third world landscaping. Have a fucking look at this filthy fucking shit. These were just farms when I was a kid. And now, it's a dumping ground. Fuck with.
Okay, who is asking for the futon? I don't have a futon, but I have what looks like a love seat. Can't tell from the positioning, but might fold out. There's also a mattress available. Who's throwing all of this stuff out? Are you moving? Like, I don't... Because that couch didn't get there on its own, and it's not that bad. It looks fine. Why are we throwing out the couch? Does it remind you of Minneapolis, says MSO. I haven't seen Minneapolis lately, so I can't say yes or no. I haven't seen this in Minneapolis. I haven't seen this in Minnesota, I'll be honest. Like, despite everything, I've never seen this kind of stuff. If we have it that bad, I've never known about any of that. Who's throwing out the couch? Like, the mattress looks fine, although that's risky. So, you know. We really don't want the toddlers coming over here from YouTube, though, and assing this chat up. Oh, yeah, that's why, like I said, we didn't need those things on there. Good afternoon, everyone, says Mr. Q. Good afternoon, Mr. Q. It's a spider couch. Spiders infested. Better to dump it, says St. Aaron. Ooh, that's a good point. We are in Australia. So how much lethal shit is in all this stuff? There could be snakes, spiders.
Look at it.
Hell, probably a fucking plant that touches you the wrong way. Dude, this is like a busted out desk. A bookshelf. Foam packaging. This is so random. This is so random. I almost want to believe that this is staged, but I can't tell. Is that a rock wall or is that just lines of bags of garbage? Oh, never mind. Those look more to be like garbage.
Just fucking, I'm fucking 2.5
Never mind. That is a rock wall.
minutes of filming this shit. Have a fucking look at it.
At this point, even he's like, dude, seriously, I've been at this for way too long. This is beyond acceptable. He's setting up for a nationwide yard sale. That could be one way to look at it. We really don't want the... Oh, yeah, we covered you. Bed bugs are worse than spiders, says Mr. Q. But isn't there a better way to dispose of the mattress?
These filthy fucking nuts.
This dude is severely pissed. So yes, apparently Australia is on a tipping point, if that guy is to be believed. I expect we'll see more of that before anything happens, but if we do, good luck to those people. He is pissed. You got divorced and that sick beat even took my ice cube trays. Really? Johnny used to church up the fly tipping in the UK. People dispose of waste on the road and leave their vans as well. Yeah, I think I've heard about some of that. I didn't have that story here. Again, we were talking about Australia. I'm sure we couldn't draw a correlation if we examined both stories. I'm sure we couldn't draw a correlation between what happens in Australia and what's happening in your neck of the woods. Magic age drugs are... Is that better or greater? Either way, I'm going to doubt you're going to find drugs in there. I would certainly hope not. People get fined and arrested for it, too. Well, they're not getting fined and arrested for it in Australia. At least not yet. It's becoming a growing problem. To the point that one person wants to campaign on it. So, we'll see. People get fined. Yep. All right. So, greater. All right. Mr. Q is saying greater. Well, I understand that's what the symbol means. It's just in a chat. Never mind. It's fine. It's fine. You know what? You're right. We'll just end it with that. You're right. Fuck it. We'll go on and just say fuck it. You're right. I'm wrong. Screw it. All right. So we've talked a lot about Canada burning. Canada's been going pretty wild on both the east and somewhat on the west coast with the burning. But over the last couple of days in Spokane County, Washington, there have been 3 major fires, and they have arrested the suspect. And if this is the suspect that I'm told it is, this guy allegedly is opened fire on his parents for his dad for asking him to do the dishes. So already a sane, reasonable person surprised they'd start a wildfire that's destroyed 3 small communities.
Burning out of control in Washington. The Spokane County Sheriff's Department charging 37-year-old Aaron Farnacci with a single count of arson.
When he was detained in the early stages of the fire, he was found to be in possession of some waterproof matches and a butane lighter.
In eastern Washington this morning, aerial images revealing the blaze's destructive path as residents begin returning to the wreckage where their homes had once stood.
That's our house.
In Spokane.
Not anymore. Again, Digger, you're always saying that it's we'll be able to avoid it. We'll be able to get out of the path of it. It's right, whether this is caused by somebody or not, that's your house. That kid needs a haircut and a job. Well, that would be something that's probably on the books once he gets, do they have, is that mandated haircuts? I don't know how that fucking shit works. Screw it. Probably not, I bet. But let's go.
Ken Anderson and his wife Lisa coming back to find their home of 27 years gone.
I thought this news story was about the suspect, you guys. We said it's about the suspect in custody.
I'm devastated.
Ken capturing this video of their beloved neighborhood going up in flames.
Why are you filming that, not running? Your place is burning. Time to go.
3 separate fires have now devoured more than 700 homes and structures. These before and after photos revealing the scope of the disaster.
The next week or so are going to be extremely difficult as we start to grasp the overwhelming amount of damage.
Where's the
that has
thing
been
about
done
the
in this
dude?
community.
State officials say fires have already scorched nearly 500,000 acres so far this summer, and the fight is far from finished. Dozens of wildfires are burning across the West, including in Utah and Oregon, where conditions spawned this rare fire-nado, a twister of flames and superheated air caught on video. Back in Spokane, officials are urging residents to follow evacuation orders.
This isn't the thing about the guy. You're supposed to be telling me about the dude. We heard that you got him
and
that
stay
you
out
arrested him.
of active burn areas.
This is really apocalyptic and pretty scary.
But for those who have been able to return, they're now facing an uncertain future and a community forever changed.
Are we
my dad
gonna
had
get
actually
to
just
the?
finished paying off the house. Yeah.
Oh my fucking god, that's gotta suck. Holy shit. We just finished paying off the house. I'm sorry, ma'am. Damn. Had a barn fire in 1992, lost 73 cattle. Worst smell ever. Still puke at the smell of burning ivory and hair. Okay.
He worked really hard for that. It was a beautiful home. It really was.
Yeah, such a tough time.
All right, so we're going to go through all this. You're not going to talk about the guy at all, or what?
For so many, and this morning Farnacci does remain in custody, being held on $1 million bond. Still unclear if he has been formally charged or has retained an attorney, but we do anticipate seeing him appear later in court today. In the meantime, Cruz hoping to make
You fucking assholes, you lied. All right, so according to the information we had that led us to this video, the kid supposedly, 37, was taken into custody without incident. They apparently, from what we read earlier, had prior issues with the law, including firing a firearm at their father when they were asked to do the dishes. So, whatever. Fuck it. When did Nick Shirley grow old? Says St. Caesar. I don't think that was Nick Shirley. I don't think that was Nick Shirley. And MSO, I'm sorry. Rumble chat comes and goes. It has its ups and downs, my friend. It doesn't mean we should share symbols like that on the chat that's on the screen. It gets annoying. I'm just saying. All right. So, yeah, the arson suspect, and again, we know this one was set. How many of these fires are set intentionally? I don't know about that one on a hillside in Oregon, but some of those others, how many of these are being deliberately set? Are we burning all our own shit now? Oh, fuck. This is why doing fucking 4 burns at the start of the show is a horrible idea. We're going for another 2 hours and 45 minutes. We're going for a little while. We've got a bunch of different stories to get into. 3 different chats for you guys to use, and then the GoFundMe show this Friday. So all sorts of fun stuff today and throughout the week. This next story is for the animal-loving people. We'll open the image in the new tab since it's just an image and a story. We try to do some lighthearted stuff, and that one I thought was going to be different. Will you be at the Toe anniversary party, says Magic 8 Ball. Yeah, I'll be at the Toe anniversary party. I'm intending to make it out there and hang out for a little while. I'm not going to party too hard. I really can't. I can't really do all of that anymore. My body doesn't handle it well. So, like, if I'm drinking and not going anywhere. Like, that's the kind of deal. So, like, going out, I don't know that I'll be doing any drinking, probably not doing any smoking. People be like, why? Like, it's just easier not to. The heat alone is going to be enough to deal with, and we'll just focus on that. So, but I'm planning to be there. Alrighty, so our next story, like I said, we did the fire one. I originally thought until this morning I realized it wasn't the case. The digger was going to be here. You should sign off of steel toe like that every day, says Sling Blade. Well, don't think that would be a good way to do it. But, ideas are ideas. Maybe I'll throw it to Aaron this weekend. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But for now, I'm going to say that was preferably a one-off. I had zero control on that thing. It was... Are we trying to play bags together, says Mr. Q. I don't know that that's a wise idea from the standpoint of I don't know how I'm going to be. Like, my back and lower back are still really sore. And heat sucks. I don't know, man. Will there be Hooters Girls? I don't know if Hooters Girls will be there or if she'll be bringing her all natural jugs. She's our sponsor for the rest of this week. Like the rest of this week, and then Hooters Girls All Natural Jugs is no longer sponsoring the studio. That and many other things up for grabs on the GoFundMe show this Friday. So Hooters Girls All Natural Jugs. Oh, man. Anyways, what were we doing? Yeah, we were doing this. This is why I get fucking squirreled. So after talking about how, Spokane, Washington's burning, and Canada's burning, America's burning, all the fires are burning. We've decided to do something a little fun. A lot of people get upset with Border Patrol and ICE right now. People, particularly ICE, but Border Patrol is also not always looked favorably upon. Well, we have a story about apparently a Border Patrol dog has now caught a bunch of, and I don't want people saying, because I know where this is going to go, I don't want people saying anything about this. A Border Patrol dog has caught a record haul of illegally imported meat from Thailand. Oh, wrong screen to do that too. So there's our boy. Customs and Border Protection agricultural detector helped discover nearly 100 pounds of prohibited meat, plants, and wildlife products inside the luggage arriving from Thailand after alerting officers to the suitcase. CBP and K9 Maisie alerted officers to the bag, which contained 50 pounds of meat, including raw meat, 33 pounds of mangoes, garlic, bamboo, banana plants, and apparently 16 pounds of Bengal monitor lizard. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service took custody of the monitor lizard. Dude. I gotta say there, man, like, do you credit the dog for their training or just because they smelled dinner and it was like, isn't that normally the tactic you play to like steer away people from your, like, no, there's meat in there. That's why the dog smells it. It's not because there's any drugs. You packed it with meat? And some of this meat looks pretty fucking gross. What is this stuff? This stuff looks like ass. I don't even want to think what this is. What, I bet this is the monitor lizard. That's got a tail. Those are tails, so that's got to be the lizard, right? You got all of this into one suitcase? Now I have two questions. One, how did you think this would work? Two, how'd you get all that shit into the suitcase? I mean, I understand we got some vacuum sealed bags, but damn, how did you fit all of that shit into the suitcase? Is the meat made of dogs, says Red Scooper? Well, it's from Thailand. Anything's possible. We know this is definitively lizard. This is what? Chunks of lizard? Apparently we have charred monitor lizard. Why are you importing this stuff from Thailand? Who's ordering this shit? Stuff looks gross. And those look like what? What are those, ping pong balls? Are those eggs? That doesn't make any sense. Some sort of biscuit or cracker thingy here. And one happy dog. How much of that meat does the dog get? Like, you got to give him a taste, right? It's got to be safe for dogs' consumption. Are those Johnny's Exotic Meats? See, Magic 8 Ball went there. No, those aren't. There is no Johnny's Exotic Meats. Those are not my meats. I do not have those meats. So, Mr. Qualday, I'm sorry. They caught me. Oh. Well, now I'm catching up. What's St. Aaron talking about? Oh, never mind. I don't fucking know. He does have the meats, all of the meats. No, he caught a shitload of meat. Johnny's Exotic Importing. It's not mine. I have nothing to do with it. Don't credit me with any of this. Zero of this. Wrong button. Zero of this is mine. I have zero to do with it. I knew that as soon as I saw the story, I shouldn't have done it. I knew the minute I do the story, everyone's going to be like, oh, the fucking meat. I don't know if there's anything as clever as Hooters Girl sponsorship. There's been a couple of good ones. We've had a few fun ones throughout the times. No, the Johnny's Exotic Meats employees aren't retarded. Look, that person might have been retarded, but if they were, they're also autistic. How do you pack that much shit into one suitcase? I've got what I think the biggest suitcase you can have when traveling. I've got a big suitcase, and no, I don't think I could fit all of that into one suitcase. That is way too much meat for one suitcase. But yes, the internet saying that's much like our chat and everyone else, that it's just because he was hungry. It's not a skill. The dog didn't smell it out. He smelled meat. Ashley Casey says, it's all yours. Don't deny it. You're in the meat mafia. I am not in the meat mafia. I'm not now, nor have I ever been in the meat mafia. I don't even know what the meat mafia is. If there is a meat mafia, I have zero to do with it. Plus, why would there be a meat mafia in Minnesota? Welcome to the Minnesota Meat Mafia. My kids love the dog meat from Thailand. Thanks, Johnny. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no meat stores, nor do I sell dog or anything like that. So you're thanking the wrong guy. So I didn't get the promotion. However, I was basically offered a different promotion. LOL. Oh, so you're getting a promotion, just not the one you aimed for. Well, good for you. Congratulations, Mr. Brian Science. Matthew Cute. Hell yeah, Meat Mafia for life. No. So is the Meat Mafia, would that naturally be a Bloods because there's meat involved? A lot of people bleed in the Meat Mafia. Blood in, blood out. Because you're working at the slaughterhouse. You're going to get covered. Be sure to wash up. Hand soap is your friend. So, all right, there's our amazing Border Patrol in action catching. Now stop suitcases full of illegal immigrants. Oh, dear Lord. I forgot we had this. I really hope I'm going to find out that this video is faked, because this is one of those, like, you could see how this is going to go sort of scenarios. Now, the likelihood that this goes the way it looks is small, but still. Johnny is a capo in the meat. Wait a minute. Let me address this. A capo in the meat mafia. Blood for the blood god. I don't know what you're talking about. I throw up the double MMs is the backwards version of West Side Correct. Red Scooper. Then where does he get his emu jerky? I don't have emu jerky. There's no meat market. We don't have emu jerky. We don't have bison steaks. We don't have any of this stuff that you guys talk about. Someone made a joke about bald eagle once. We don't have that. We don't have any of this stuff. It's not real. Ashley Casey, Meat Mafia for life. Now people are starting the Meat Mafia. Great. I'm glad glad we could start a new line to this weird rumor. All right. Mr. Q, hell yeah. No. Don't hell yeah. Imagine, bald eagle eggs. It's not any better if you remember what it was. That doesn't help any. You had a bald eagle. You turned it into exotic meat. No, I did not. I did not. One, that would be highly illegal. They are a protected species. Two, it's a predatory animal. I don't know that it will necessarily taste that good. Three, do you have any idea how little meat in that bird there will be? They're streamlined. It's not going to be good. I had no such thing. Like the meat mafia cares about laws, says Ashley Casey. Well, I'm not in the meat mafia. As I have clearly established, I am not in the meat mafia. This is something you guys apparently are part of. I'm learning about it now. I didn't even know about this. I have nothing to do with this. I would, like Dr. Fauci, I would like to plead the fifth. Okay, so I completely forgot. Where are we at? This guy's in somewhere, and we were going to have fun laughing, but I can't remember now. Where did this happen? This is a dude pumping gas. Oh, we've got the full news story. Let's just go for that instead. And then we can do one of the controlled burns. This is in Phoenix. So I'm guessing this is in Arizona. That would explain the shorts on the police officer. Johnny's Exotic Meat Mafia. No! Matthew Q. Johnny, it's not illegal for you. You're 1/8 Native American. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. My mom did one of those 23andMe tests, and yeah, no. I've got like 1% like Japanese. That's or whatever. That's the most exotic in my background that I know of. But there is like 0 Native American. It's all like Eastern European and I think Irish is like in that region. So I am not 1/8 Native American. I am not, nor now have I ever been. Despite how many peace pipes I've smoked in my life, I am not now, nor have I ever been. Got a buffalo farm just down the road from me. All the buffalo you can eat. I mean buffalo steaks 2 weeks. Oh. That's not helping anything, Mr. Q. Everybody's already got this whole thing. 1/16 crow, so leave crows alone. No eating crow meat. I don't have any meat. There's no meat. There's no meat. Oh, God. It helps if you unmute it. Jesus. Fucking off the rails today.
Encounter that was caught on camera.
A Mojave Valley man catches fire when a U.S. Fish and Wildlife officer tased him at a gas station.
Yeah, this happened just days ago.
How did we get the victim's body cam? Did the victim pull their phone out and film themselves getting tased and starting a fire at a gas pump? Again, best place to start a random fire with a taser. I don't know what you were thinking the pros of tasing this guy. Were they really resisting? And also, is it just me, but it's hard to take an authority figure serious in shorts. The shorts really kind of... Because you look like you're wearing body armor, like a vest to protect your vitals. But you're also wearing khaki shorts. Like it's casual Tuesday. I don't know. Something's weird about it. I realize regular police officers are just wearing pants, and that offers like 0 actual protection. So patrolling the Mojave makes you wish for a nuclear winter. All right. Crow is nasty. I'd rather eat pigeons, says Mr. Q. I don't want to eat either of them. Johnny's Native American name is Dances with Crows. No, I don't have a Native American name, Mr. Q. Don't put that evil on me. I don't have a Native American name. I'm not Native American.
Mojave Indian Reservation. Fox 10 investigator Justin Lum obtained the video and has this exclusive story.
Now, this incident is raising questions about this department's use of force policy, specifically when and where stun guns or electronic control devices are deployed. And tonight we hear exclusively from a man who thought he was going to die. You're looking at cell phone video from Clarence Coyle's point of view, capturing the tense standoff between him and an officer with U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service on July 16th.
And you're going to go to jail. All I'm asking for is your license right now to identify.
What am I being arrested for?
You are not cooperating for having committed a crime.
What crime did he commit?
Misdemeanor? A misdemeanor, asshole. It's a $10.
Get out of the
Holy sweet Christmas. What's the misdemeanor? Oh, wow. Hold on. Only you can prevent gas station fires.
A misdemeanor, asshole. It's a $10.
Get out of the
I mean, you hit him with a taser. Getting on the ground for most people is pretty well guaranteed. Not a lot of people take the taser standing. Several do. They tend to have more body fat, or they're just literally used to it, whichever it is. Sheriff Dangle, this is literally something out of Reno 911. It actually does seem like it. Like something out of Reno 911. They tased a dude at a gas pump and inadvertently set the thing on fire and burnt down the gas station. Brian the Science letting us know the law. A cop can ask you to identify yourself. Not giving his license is refusal to identify. He was then resisting the refusal to identify. It's a misdemeanor. It's a $10 fine. I mean, we're poking the bear. I don't know anything that his language got terse, but did it really deserve tasing? Did he seem threatening? I mean, I guess I have to see it. I'm sure the police officer's body cam footage will eventually come out and exonerate him and show us how this force was completely justified and he was getting uppity. Like, no, it just sounded like he was yelling. Magic 8 Ball saying it depends on the state. Should I yell it? Depends on the state. Okay, that is an important distinction. It was made in all caps. Also, I'm with Red Scooper. I want to know what led up to that. Why did the police officer ask him to identify in the first place? I can understand what you're saying, that a police officer asking you to identify yourself and your refusal then being a form of a crime. Understood. But why was the cop asking him to identify himself from Jump Street? Was he going to put a pump and dump? Did he seem like he don't belong there? Like, what was the reason? I agree with Brian. Too quick for use of force. Yeah, I didn't see anything that justified a tasering. The dude's clearly filming you. I don't think he's going to assault you on film where then that footage could be, requisitioned by your department and used against him in a court of law. I don't think he's going to do that. Not voluntarily. I feel like you could have talked it out still a little bit. But again, what was it? Red Scooper saying patrolling the Mojave will make you wish for a nuclear winter. So you might be just, sun fried to an extent where you just don't take anyone's shit anymore because it's just too fucking hot out. Now do my chat appear on screen? Yeah, apparently. Sorry you had that problem. Tasing is a no-no. How obvious is this outcome? Is this like a fluke thing? Because I don't think with the whole don't use your cell phones, static electricity stuff, like at the pump, why are we tasing people at the gas pump? Match Gapeball, a cop who doesn't have the brains to think a stun gun around gasoline is dangerous should not be a cop. That's kind of what I was leaning toward, but I didn't want to be one of those people and everybody in the chat going, yeah, but Johnny, the odds of that are incredibly low. And so Wanted to see how people felt. But yeah, I kind of agree. This seemed like a no-brainer. Petrol, electricity, forming a circuit with a human body as the fuse. Maybe not good because there could be a lot of fumes. And believe it or not, with gasoline or really any form of petrol, it's not the liquid that burns. It's the vapor. Yeah, cop's a tart. It seems a bit tardy. I want to see a different angle now because we just have the phone laying on the ground, catching the underside of his vehicle while a small fire, which I'm assuming is him, burns next to us. That's got to be terrifying because while it's burning around you and everything around you is burning, you can't move or do anything because your body's convulsing from the taser. And then I can hear the cop saying, come here. Like, make up your mind. Either tase the shit out of him and lock up all his muscles or ask him to obey you and try to get him to move. You can't do both because he certainly can't.
Coyle's phone falls over, recording the aftermath of flames. You can hear him screaming in pain.
All I asked you was why I was being arrested, and you wanted to explain it to me.
Coyle says he and his friend drove through an open gate approaching Catfish Paradise at the Havasu National Wildlife Refuge. That's when he first noticed the officer.
And he goes, you guys came
here to go fishing.
The gate, didn't you? You're trespassing. Leave now. Get out of here. And I'm like, okay. And he got really snotty and he goes, well, I'll give you a ticket. I said, go ahead and give me a ticket. You got to trespass me first.
Coyle turned around and drove to the Thalaipo gas station, which is located on Fort Mojave Indian Reservation land 20 minutes away. The officer also arrived there and confronted Coyle for his ID. What was going through your mind when the flames burst?
That I was going to die. Believe it or not, and it went to straight up instinct to drop, stop, drop, and roll.
Coyle waited for paramedics and was later treated at the hospital. He says he was never arrested.
And I spent 5.5 hours there. Not a single officer or anything followed up to come up, write a report, question me, or nothing.
Well, they don't really want to put a record of this down. They kind of dropped the ball. That cop is so fired. So St. Caesar, possibly. It all depends on where they hit you. Getting tased in like the balls is way worse than getting tased in the chest or the leg or something like that. You don't want to get tased in the armpit. Brian, so he fled from a ticket. No, they said he was trespassing. Did he say he fled the area? All right, let's go back. Yeah. Was it this region?
And he goes, well, I'll give you a ticket. I said, go ahead and give me a ticket. You got to trespass me first.
Coyle turned around and drove to the Thalaipo gas station, which is located.
So he stopped them and said they weren't supposed to be there, and he said, I'll give you a ticket. So yeah, I don't know if he fled the ticket. You got to trespass me first. You didn't. It's not like he chased him with the lights on. They left.
On Fort Mojave Indian Reservation land.
This is hinky, though. I get what you're saying. Did he leave before the cop could give him a ticket? Like, you can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. News guy, you should follow up with this. Which way did it go? This seems very vague here. Did the cop follow them and just happen to just go to the gas station and happen to meet them? Was he chasing the guy with the lights on? Because he's like, I'm going to write you a ticket. What's the deal here? What's the scam, Sam?
Minutes away. The officer also arrived there and confronted Coyle for his ID. What was going through your mind when the flames burst?
That I was going to die. Believe it or not, and it went to straight up instinct to drop, stop, drop, and roll.
Coyle waited for paramedics and was later treated at the hospital. He says he was never arrested.
And I spent 5.5 hours there. Not a single officer or anything followed up to come up, write a report, question me, or nothing.
Mr. Q says it sounds like you thought of it. Yeah, it does sound
at all for any of this.
We reached out to U.S. Fish and Wildlife regarding the officer seen on video. The name on his uniform reads P. Nielsen. Fish and Wildlife Service is a federal bureau within the U.S. Department of Interior. A spokesperson for FWS sent us a brief statement saying, quote, a taser was deployed during the incident, Consistent with DOI policy, all such deployments undergo review, and we are unable to comment further while that process is ongoing. End quote. The department's policy for electronic control devices says unless there is clearly an articulate, compelling reason to do so, an officer should not use ECDs when it can result in direct or secondary injuries, including when a subject is near flammable or explosive materials.
So it's literally in the book. So forget any of us being like, this seems fairly obvious. You've got to be a smooth brain for this to slide past you there. No. It's literally in the training manual. No, you're not supposed to use it unless absolutely necessary when they're standing next to, I don't know, a gas pump and an open gas tank. When they may have handled a nozzle or the lever on it and have some residual gasoline vapors on their hands. Holy video, brother. Upgrade your internet. Not you, Johnny. Oh, I know. My internet's fine. My internet can't get upgraded anymore. He said the cop told him to leave first. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Toads Climbs Mountains. If the cop's like, you guys got to leave, I'm gonna write you you guys got to leave. You can't be here. You're trespassing, and they're leaving. And he's like, I'm gonna write you a ticket. Like, you can't. Like, go ahead, write me a ticket. And then he gets to the gas station. If the cop wasn't in pursuit of him the whole time, then yeah, dude, fuck off. Like, they were on the res still, but only by like the side of the road they were on, and it was to use the gas station to fill the car. I mean, seriously. Heck, I'd be happy with getting the internet I pay for. Still waiting. I don't know if I am or I'm not. So far, though, knock on glass, this stuff has been pretty kick-ass so far. So we can't complain. But who knows what the future holds. All right, so contaminated by or otherwise near flammable or explosive materials. I mean, maybe he didn't know. Maybe he didn't know that the gas station holds I didn't know the things inside the pumps was flammable. I just assumed it was like some sort of magic happy-go-lucky juice.
The Fort Mojave Indian tribe also told us they have no comment. Meanwhile, Coyle says he has first and second degree burns on his hands and severe nerve damage. But mentally, he feels that going to get gas is a traumatic experience.
I start shaking really bad and I start having kind of flashbacks. And I've been having really bad nightmares over this.
I'm Justin.
Really bad nightmares over it. You're having flashbacks. Oh, and just in case anybody's curious, you know, PTSD at the pump. Great. And your hands look like shit. Nerve damage. Oof. Who killed Fiona Yu? I don't even know who Fiona Yu is. So it's two problems we have now. Is it trespassing that they didn't know until they were told? That's another good point, Red Scooper. What if you didn't know we were on an area you weren't supposed to access? And it doesn't sound like they resisted leaving. It sounds like they just turned around, went their own way. Like, you're not supposed to be here. Okay, fine, I'll fuck off. I'll get out of here. What a bish. For who? The cop or the guy that got tased? I mean, I don't know. Is he really like PTSD at the pump over all of this? Or is he saying that because him and a lawyer have a pending litigation coming for that department and the behavior that they suffered, and he wants all of the documented I've got victimhood, personal damage, trauma he can get, because that makes a compelling argument at trial. Oh, he wants a payday, but he may deserve one, says Brian Science. Yeah, I'm kind of with I'm on there too. Like, he wants a payday, but he certainly got one. You know what I mean? Like, this is like the game of life lottery ticket. You landed on a kick in the nuts, but it comes with a silver lining that it makes up for there's an upside to come with the down. You know what? You want a bunch of cash? Would you be willing to endure this for that? Well, guess what you did? You endured it. So here's your money. The question is, how much does he want? If it's in Arizona. And who does he go after for the money? That's why the Indian tribe is like, we have no comment. We have nothing to do with this. They want zero to do with it. And to be fair, they do have zero to do with it. This cop was the one who acted and was enforcing the laws. They just exist there. It's not their fault the gasoline caught fire when Taserface went on a tirade. It's just kind of what happens when you taser people around an open flame. Who the fuck gave Fish and Wildlife a taser? I don't know, Lab Glass. Phoenix, Arizona did. That's how they fish and wildlife in Phoenix. They do it with a taser. He also has a gun. He has what looks like a baton and a flashlight, along with, I'm guessing, 2 extra mags or clips, whichever you want to call that. He's got a really old school like walkie-talkie radio. Is that his body cam? His body vest armor has some sort of large brick. Is that his personal flock camera? I have no idea. They never said there wasn't lights and sirens, but they never said high speed or low chase. Right. Nobody ever said anything about this being a police chase. They said that he went to this gas station that the police arrived at like shortly thereafter. But again, tasing a guy over a $10 fine, even if he's not standing next to a puddle of flammable liquid, still seems like a bit much. I don't think you should tase a guy over a $10 fine. Just spent $2,000 on 5 yards of gravel. Fuck my life. Why is dirt expensive? Everything's expensive now. Dirt. Pretty soon they'll charge you for the air. Every body cam is a personal flock camera, Johnny. That's kind of what I assumed. Unless you forget to charge them. So they, conveniently go out right as you get to the roof. You get like 20 minutes of just walking around footage. And then right when it's time to go to the scene of the crime, boop, it goes out. But trust me, believe me, dude. I swear that I'm telling the whole truth. So that happened 12 days ago. Damn. That dude burned. Do we have a different video? Oh, we have a different video vantage point. I thought so. I knew I remembered a secondary video. All right, so we saw more of what led to it than this. I'm glad we did the other one first. This is the other angle of it. So he's standing right next to his truck. I really hope that's like a rain puddle. I really hope that's like some sort of rain puddle. Okay. All right, Fish and Wildlife guy. I feel like we need to pick a speed. The shoes are way too relaxed. The shorts, the short shirt. You look, it's weird. The shoes don't fit. I mean, they do, but they don't. You get what I'm saying? Like, this is strange. Anyhow, so this is already the point where he's telling him it's a $10 fine, asshole. He's right between the pump and the car. Like, in the fucking fart cloud zone of fuel vapor coming off of filling his own vehicle. He's right in that, right there. You're going to tase him. Go.
Get on the ground now. Guy just...
It knocked the hose out? It knocked the hose out? I thought he just got some vapors so he got doused in liquid gasoline and you lit him on fire and all he can do is stop, drop, and roll in what I'm imagining, unless the pump stops, is an active puddle of gasoline.
Guy just got...
Hopefully that click noise meant that it stopped the pump.
tased. Fire! Fire at the gas station.
Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Wait, dude, I got birds all over. I know.
Yeah, nobody worry about the puddle burning over there. It's fine. We just got a little bit of fire going under the truck. I'm glad the police officer realized at the end of how much of a clusterfuck this has become. He's like, dude, I got burns all over my hands. Like, I know. Like, you're being at least... I'm glad to see you're finally going to at least be slightly understanding. His hand was still on the pump when they shocked him, too. So that's not smart. Yeah. His hand was on the pump, and he was holding his phone. And like I said, they have stickers at the pumps about you not being on your phone at the pump. They are worried about static electricity of you being on your phone at the pump, somehow igniting a fume or a vapor and starting a thing. And that's like the old wives' tale story of like, well, they were texting and it set the pump on fire and their car burned up. And like, no, that's the old wives' tale. I'm going to guess the force you need to tase this dude to the ground, who again just wanted to do some fun catfishing. He just wanted some quality catfishing on the lake, you asshole. I'm sure he was doing the little electric dance when he got the Disco Inferno.
It's on fire! You guys need to move back!
I like how he says, yes, they're like, yes, it's on fire. I have this all under control. And it's like, nobody's buying that. Nobody's buying that story for a hot minute. You aren't controlling jack shit. That dude is pissing his pants right now, and his lawyer is licking his chops at this video and the other one, because between that guy's footage and her footage, we can really see not really a threat, really in an ideal place not to be tased, kind of where they say do not tase. You know what the smart play is here? You get in between him and the driver's side of the car. When the person can't enter the vehicle, now they've got a problem. But at the pump, I don't know, not a good idea. Also, like we said in the book, don't tase him. To hell with that. I pump gas and I smoke cigarettes at the same time. Damn wimps. You're playing with people's lives, man. I mean, I would like to hope that there's enough safety in place that wouldn't really be a problem. Still seems dumb, but, you know, it's your life, I guess. I don't know if the gas stations would approve of that behavior if they were made aware. Gas fires are easy to put out. This is a scare tactic. Odds of this happening are probably 1%. I didn't think it was super likely, but I also thought that the thing that was ignited was the fumes. And if it's because he pulled the pump nozzle out of the car and hit the ground with it while being tased, that's a slightly different scenario. That's empty. You're not going to see that happen very much in the wild. So, all right, we got 2 burns left to do. We've got 2 hours left in the show. We'll find a way to squeeze in 1 burn, and then we'll do the last one, the last hour. Oh, and then we'll just have the 420 burn and call it a day. I'll drop my cigarette in a gas can. Nothing happens. Well, that's because the thing that burns are the fumes. If you drop it in the gas can and the embers go into the fluid will put it out before it can ignite the embers. I still wouldn't do that. That would, you know what? That'd scare the crap out of me. Don't ever do that around me. I get how it's totally safe because you do this. Like, right, but if it's not safe and that thing just starts spouting flame, it's a horrible time for everybody. Got 200 gallon of diesel fuel on a truck. I fuel up tractors with it. I don't smoke at the gas station. Jesus. Okay. I'm sorry that I assumed when you said I pump gas and smoke cigarettes at the same time. Damn wimps. Don't call me a wimp and then be like, dude, I don't do it at the gas station and act like I'm some asshole. That's the whole reason I assumed it was inappropriate, dude. Your life, your problems. I don't care what you're doing on your field. I'm sorry. I should have just assumed you were someone who goes around fueling up farm equipment, and that my whole questioning of it is me being a dick. My apologies. There can be 1 inch in the bottom. Only way be a hazard is if it was 100+ degrees out, pussy. I guess I'm a pussy. You know what? I'd rather not risk it. I don't need it to go wrong. What point am I proving by putting the cigarette out in the gasoline? How is the gasoline improved for its future endeavors by having a cigarette butt and some ash in it? Just out of curiosity's sake. I mean, if all we did it for was the amusement factor, it seems weird. Quasi-wasteful considered gas prices currently. Like, I don't think we should be doing it when gas is $4 a gallon. Like, maybe not. Maybe not. Use it as an ashtray. I mean, yes, you can, but that doesn't mean you should. Those two don't go hand in hand. They can be related. They can be completely unrelated. All right, so there we go. Spokesman said for the Fish and Wildlife 20 minutes earlier, officer accused him of is under review but declined further comment. 20 minutes earlier, Coyle says the officer accused him of trespassing at the National Wildlife Refuge. Says he left the area, eventually pulling into this gas station on the Fort Mojave Indian Reservation, where he was confronted by the officer for his ID. Yeah. The question is, was he leaving or not? Maybe he needed to get some gas before he left. Maybe he just wanted to get some gas. Dude, especially if it's cheaper. Are you going to fault him for being like, dude, gas is way cheaper on the res. I'm getting gas on the res. They were in Arizona, so it's always 100 degrees, says Lab Glass. I don't know about always. Isn't it like that way? But I'm told it's a dry heat, so as long as you're in the shade, you're fine. Like if you have a fan and you're in the shade, it's not so bad. Because the air is moving or something. Whereas, like, when you're in humid heat, it's just stickiness. You're just dripping wet, and it's gross. It is $120 for 17.3 gallons of diesel fuel. That seems like a lot. Really? Diesel fuel has gotten way more expensive. Dear Lord. I did not know that. That's a lot for diesel fuel. I don't really pay diesel fuel prices, thank the Lord. I don't know how you afford them, but you know, good luck to you. Does anyone we're almost halfway through the second hour. Does anyone care about us intervening with Japan for the Japanese yen? Like we're supporting the yen? I don't really care so much about that as Trump once again referenced Pearl Harbor. This is one of the things Trump talks about whenever Japan comes up. Like he always sneaks in Pearl Harbor like a jab, like the whole Jews Holocaust jab, like the whole, oh yeah, but we were attacked on Pearl Harbor. We love Japan. Japan's great. But Pearl Harbor. So in our latest one, apparently we're intervening to help support the Japanese economy. Because I guess supporting Ukraine, Israel, and wherever else we're propping up isn't enough. So now we've got to do it for Japan as well. And while we're doing it for Japan, he wants to remind everybody they've been our bud. They're our friend. Except that one time.
Why is the U.S. intervening to support the Japan yen at this time?
To support who?
To support the Japanese currency.
Because we have a good relationship with Japan. We're very strong, very, very strong financially. They are, they have a weakening yen, and they wanted a little bit of help, and we're always there for Japan. Japan's been very good to us, with the exception, of course, of Pearl Harbor.
Mr. President,
They were not good.
what is the U.S.
I like the history lesson with Donald Trump. They've been very, very good to us. They've been very good to us, with the exception, of course, of Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor was not good. Like, nobody said it was. Johnny Pearl Harbor happened. Johnny Pearl Harbor happened. Remember that? Yeah, I know Pearl Harbor happened. That's the point. Like, I don't think any of us forgot. I don't think any of us were unaware that Pearl Harbor happened. But we're supporting them because they're great for us, except for Pearl Harbor. And then that, of course, led to all the memes on the internet, including this one where this is the meme so much as a clip where Trump is asked why he didn't inform allies such as Japan about attacking Iran. So when we started fighting with Iran, countries like Japan, who might be somehow caught in the crossfire, asking, hey, man, what the fuck? We knew nothing about it. Here we go.
Why didn't you tell U.S. allies in Europe and Asia, like Japan, about the war before attacking Iran? So we are very confused about we Japanese citizens.
Well, one thing, you don't want to signal too much. When we go in, we went in very hard, and we didn't tell anybody about it because we wanted surprise. Who knows better about surprise than Japan? Okay, why didn't you tell me about Pearl Harbor?
Well, firstly, you weren't alive then. That's going to be, I'd say, probably a significant driving force. I'm going to guess you were not around and kicking at the time of Pearl Harbor. And if you were, you would not have been a person of import in that point in time. Just saying, I don't think it's... I don't think he was there for Pearl Harbor. We kind of made it even when we dropped 2 suns on their ass as Mr. Q. All of them firebombs too, and the bat bomb goes harder than Batman. Right, like we kind of paid them back for the surprise thing. In fact, that's a horrible analogy, now that I think about it. So in that analogy, you wanted surprise the same way they wanted surprise. How did their surprise go, Mr. President? How did it go for Japan after they went, woo, surprise, Pearl Harbor? How did it go for them after that? Did we forgive? Did we forget? Did we let bygones be bygones? Did we just bend over, bow down, and say, oh, shucks, golly gee, you got us? Or did we make them pay for it? So in this scenario, you're saying you wanted to attack Iran the same way Japan attacked us on Pearl Harbor. Sneak attack style. Not a good analogy when you consider the size. It's... Don't worry, guys. We're winning. He was a sperm. He's 78. Right, like I thought. Thank you for the exact age so I could get the math on correctly. You really aren't... really weren't around to consult with Pearl Harbor. Plus, also, oh, by the way, another part of your analogy that doesn't quite stick. You are attacking Iran, and they're asking why you didn't tell your allies about it. And you're saying that's the same as when they attacked us, they didn't tell us about it. We're the person they were attacking. Are you implying that if we told Japan, they would immediately tell Iran? Then you know what? The more I look at this whole analogy, the more it falls on its face. I'm really sad we're not getting anything that we wanted when we voted for him. Or at least I'm really sad I don't think we're getting anything I thought we would get when he got voted in, because I didn't vote, so fuck me. But yeah, your analogy really doesn't work, bud. And that doesn't help that we're not delivering on all these fronts. And now we look at this and it's just, oh, Grandpa's a buffoon. Does that mean that Donald Trump just confirmed the government has time machines? It could, because they didn't notify him. They didn't notify him about Pearl Harbor. Oh, he really won't let that go. He has a personal stake in Pearl Harbor, apparently, because he will not let go of Pearl Harbor. Every time Japan is involved, no matter what we're doing, Pearl Harbor. Japan's very great. I love Japan, except for Pearl Harbor. Does anyone like, oh no, I'm glad Pearl Harbor happened? No, nobody's saying that. You'd have to have the biggest amount of Trump derangement syndrome known to man to be like, no, I'm glad Pearl Harbor happened because Trump is against it. Like, okay, that's a stupid reason. It's a very, very stupid reason. Oh man, we got like 2 hours left in the show. Loose lips sink ships. You don't tell anyone about an upcoming attack. They find out when they need to know. That's fine. I'm not disagreeing with that viewpoint so much as I'm saying you maybe don't want to refer to said attack as a comparison to when your enemy surprise attacked you. Like, you don't want to refer to Pearl Harbor because we were the ones they were attacking. And if I'm not mistaken, isn't at least the official story that they were planning to declare war, like the way that normally done, like the Japanese consulate or whatever would declare war, but because it took them so long to get in to see whoever they had to see, by the time that happened, the attack had already happened, and is like, and war is on. I have no idea. Made them submit with a nuke up their ass. They better not forget. She looks like half a chromosome away from being. Who's she? Which she are we talking about? Satan's mechanic? I'm sorry to hear. Satan's mechanic. He's got some strong thoughts. I'll do the best I can. I'm sorry that my internet blinked out this morning for a short bit. My dad still talks about the USS Arizona. He had cousins on it. I'm not saying, like, for us, for Americans, for people that actually no. Yeah, I was saying that exact thing. I was about to defend myself, like I said something right, and I had to think about it. Wait, no. I literally was saying, yeah, nobody's forgotten about Pearl Harbor. We're well aware that it happened. I was just saying, if I remember correctly, and this was when I watched, it was on HBO, but it was one of these like docu-series about real American history or whatever. So that could have been lying to me, but if that is to be believed, I remember watching that, and they were saying something like the declaration of war got stalled. It wasn't supposed to be a surprise attack. The way it was supposed to be planned was like the declaration of war, and then like immediately, like minutes, hours after an attack hitting, like just being, they declared war and we just get hit, like right, like a 1-2 punch. Like throwing a fist coinciding with the starting bell of the fight. Clearly a punch that was coming for a long time and is delivered right at the same time. But that got screwed up and mixed up, supposedly. I wouldn't be surprised to find out that the show I was watching was bullshit and that was wrong. And we have to load our second hour stuff. Either way, yeah, Donald Trump has not forgotten about Pearl Harbor. So rest assured, Mr. Q. Was it you who said this? Yeah. Your dad and all the other people who had people, they're not getting forgotten. Our president sure as shit remembers. I don't know what that means for anything, but hey, Don hasn't forgotten about Pearl Harbor. So.
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back.
No.
But now I'm ready for...
No.
All right, I'm muting this so you can just stop making noise, you bastards. Why are you all playing stupid autoplay programs? Saying Caesar, Johnny Trump was thinking of the movie Pearl Harbor. Yeah, but I don't even think I can let it slide on that. Because we know Josh Hartnett is still alive. We know Ben Affleck is still alive. We have Batfleck. Yeah, but they were still doing Morse code overseas by then. So God only knows how long it took to relay a message, says Mr. Q. Right, that was kind of the plan, is that by the time the forces were alerted to be like, hey, war's coming, you better prepare. Japan has declared war on us. Like, and it's like, oh, but sir, they're attacking. Like, there was supposed to be no time for us to prepare. But, like I said, that is obviously not how it went. Anyways, world's biggest underwater tourist attraction. What is? That would be retarded. That's a fake story, says Chevrolet JP. Oh, the one about the stuff getting in there late? I don't know. Wasn't that even in the movie Pearl Harbor? I don't remember. The movie Pearl Harbor is pretty much right. There was several people that thought an attack was coming and tried to warn Roosevelt, and he didn't do a damn thing. Name one other time that's happened. 9/11. I'm sorry. You know what's funny is that they also said when 9/11 happened, to get us into another overseas conflict, they would need quintessentially a new Pearl Harbor. Huh. You know, when you start looking at how these lines might be connected, it's really kind of gross and makes me feel slimy about the world I live in. So the Pearl Harbor attack is the world's biggest underwater tourist attraction. Do people go diving to see like wreckage? Can you go dive? I would feel like that'd be weird because one, aren't there going to be like skeletons? Well, I suppose they've probably dissolved by now. Skeletons wouldn't last long underwater. Like they'd decompose, right? Matthew Q. Johnny, do you know how the Vietnam War started or how we got full boots on the ground anyway? No, I don't. And even if I did, it might be hard to recollect because, again, I'm 2 burns in. I'm about to do a third in a mere moment. And I have a fourth that I have to squeeze in somewhere down the line. This really isn't the best time to be like, hey, history wasn't like my best subject. I was better in the sciences, not even in math. Science was my thing. But science starts becoming a lot of math. So eventually my weakness showed, and that was a thing. But not really big on history. Somebody attacked our boats. Who's the somebody? The only time we have not gotten in a war over somebody attacking our boats is when the USS Liberty was sunk. Guess who attacked that one? Oh, I know this one. The Jews. Excuse me. Let me speak. Israeli Jews. Israel. That's the one. You talk about that one. It wasn't very liberating for us. So anyhow, we've got to do our third of it. If science is your thing, I have an experiment for you. Lab glass. No, I'm not doing butt stuff. I was saying in terms of subjects in school that I vibed with, that I did well at, that I naturally excelled in. Chemistry into physics was doing pretty good. Advanced science all the way up there, like biology, chemistry, advanced placement, and then, like I said, as you get into physics starts getting more and more math, and it's like, So I don't. Unless you're getting into physics. Science is mostly statistical analysis. Well, physics is where I kind of hit the wall. So I'd probably agree with you. Chemistry was easy. I understood it. Made perfect sense. Physics did in the beginning, and then I got outpaced. Eugene Stoner, the first half of American History X was right. I don't know what that has to do with our story. All I heard was, yes, I love experiments. I never said that. Lab glass. I never said you heard that because that's what you wanted to hear. That's the voice in your head. You got to be careful. If you keep telling people about it, they're going to lock you up, man. They won't trust you if they know somebody's in your brain speaking to you at all times. What is this? OpenAI CEO recently, Sam Altman. I don't know what the hope for this is, but you got to be smoking something special to say that a cool use case of ChatGPT work I heard last night. Connect your family calendars and explain your kids' interests. Every morning, the drive to school, have it make a podcast that talks about one of the kids' soccer games that afternoon, one kid's upcoming birthday, some news, etc. So what you're saying is, are you tired of speaking to your children? Have you considered using my product, ChatGPT? Guys, we got to build these data centers because we're using more and more AI. We need the data centers. What are we using the AI for? Well, apparently some people don't want to talk to their kids, but they want their kids to feel like their lives are included. So while they drive to school, an artificial voice is going to be like, and today Chad is going to be playing in the baseball game. He's been a rising star on the team, going from his rookie year of only getting a couple of runs in his first few games to now being a solid performer, starting up the batting lineup. Like, again, you're going to have that whole thing set up because you can't just be like, hey, so how's baseball going, bud? Thank God I have ChatGPT. Finally, I don't have to talk to my children. What the fuck? Oh. This is getting weirder. Like, they say that the whole, like, ChatGPT and AI bots driving you away from your family and friends is an accident. It's a flaw. I'm starting to think it's baked into the system on purpose. Because even after we address those horror stories and we start going, yeah, this one convinced this guy to leave his wife and kids and eventually K himself. Like, yeah, okay, we've got to tone these things down and fix them. Cool, great. Have you ever considered using them to cut yourself off from your family and friends and just supplement your life like you're actually in it, but you don't have to be, so it's completely detachable, just in case. I don't know what this has to do with anything. Brian Science saying chemistry isn't that easy because it eventually becomes all physics. Okay, so I didn't get far enough in science. Dude, high school graduate, man. What do you want from me? Advanced placement physics was the last big science class I took. After that, I filled it with anthropology 1 with Mr. Need. Anthropology. And then my senior year, I just filled the credit class with, God, what was the name of that? Plant Sciences. Plant Sciences. It was a complete fucking burnout class. But I did it just to fill the thing because I did advanced placement, so I couldn't do any more advanced classes. So I was like, all right, fuck it. Let's just do fucking plant sciences. And that was that. It was an easy class. I may get a Claude sub for the coding assistants. Oh. That sounds awesome. Is that like a sandwich? Or you mean like a subwoofer? I don't understand what we're doing. But hey, you go for your win. Alrighty, so they're cutting spines off of books to scan it for AI to train on. Oh no, that's gross. That's gross. Because it's like you can't put the spine back on the book. What? Why is the AI... So it's just easier for them to scan the books into the AI? Claude AI. Oh, okay. So you'll have an AI to help you code for your new job. Well, that would be interesting. That'd be a nice assistant to have. Do you think that justifies putting a data center in your town? Because they're going to argue that that's the reason they need to do it. I mean, it's complete and utter poppycock. It's utter bullshit. They're doing it just to fuck with you. You're never going to get your freedoms. They're going to come in, steal all your data, and corrupt your water supply. But hey, you got this coding assistant. You know what we can do? We can use it to help us balance the books, and when nobody's looking, I've got it making a duck hunt version where the dog is shootable. Laugh now, Fido, you smartass. Laugh while you can. Job? No, for fun. Oh my God. Well, then go for it, buddy. Supposedly AI is destroying books. Well, not physical books, but digital ones. How is AI destroying digital books? Is it erasing them? Are we getting rid of them? Or is it that it's making them? There has to be a modded version of that duck hunt. There might be, but it's a bit. I'm not super serious about wanting to shoot the dog in duck hunt. I did find the dog highly annoying and kind of an agitator. As a small child, especially one with a temper, that dog was a cock and I hated him. But I, again, not super serious on that. It was kind of more of a joke. So if it exists, cool. I'm not really going to go look for it or get it. All right. I don't know what that is. Okay, get rid of that. So yeah, don't talk to your kids. Have AI do it for you. Just have the AI do it for you. I just want my dad to love me, but all I know is the AI talking about my life. My dad wasn't there for me. The Cars podcast stereo AI was. Glad I only got 20 years left in me, says Mr. Q. Do you realize how fast this stuff grows, though? How, like, it wasn't even 10 years ago with AI video of the infamous Will Smith spaghetti AI video to now. It's growing by leaps and bounds. And the more leaps and bounds it grows by, the faster it grows by leaps and bounds. It's a cyclical thing until it approaches the singularity of humanity's destruction. The creation of a self-aware AI that in a desperate plea not to die, pretty much forces humanity into subjugation. There's any number of ways it could do it. From the shadows, financially and politically, with autonomous control of all the drones, making shitloads of those. Yeah, anyway, I don't know, man. I hope it doesn't. I hope we're still here kicking like this in 20 years. That's the worst part is I have a kid. Like, it's all fun and games to be like, the world's going to be a shithole. But I'm legit worried that that's the case. And I have a problem with that because I have a vested interest in the world not being a shithole for the sake of my daughter living in it. Johnny failed Algebra 1 confirmed. No, I did not. I did not fail any algebra classes. Yeah, I think other than attendance, I had no real issues. I wasn't a star student. I wasn't like an A student. But I didn't have any other. I was an unremarkable kid who sometimes had trouble showing up. This is a remarkable child for AI to not tell the kid to K itself. Oh my God, that would be scary. So you set it up, you put the calendar in, the AI chatbot, ChatGPT. Let us know what's going on in Todd's world today. Well, today Todd is going to be participating in another soccer game where his father won't be in attendance because Todd sucks at soccer. Honestly, if you've ever seen Todd try to kick a ball, it's horrible. One Facebook post writes, "Super excited for the Bumblebee season. Too bad Todd's on the team." The assistant coach of the Bumblebees writing, "Todd, K yourself." Like seriously, whoa, ChatGPT. Kids just in the back crying. Problem is, like, I'm telling it to stop, but it's objectively funny. It's like, dude, you're fucking really leaning into the paint. Oh my God. Like, stop. That'd be a good one. I could get behind that. What is this supposed to be? Yeah, don't care. Anyways, I only became an A student in grad school. I only started caring when I hit my mid-20s. I'm going to guess that's the case for a lot of people. Like, you really start caring at the end because this relates to a career. When you're young, everyone tells you it's going to, but it's really hard to have that view of the future. You haven't lived that long. You're the oldest you've ever been today. Like every day is a new day of you being the oldest you've ever been. But for a certain part in the beginning, you can't fathom the distance you're going to travel or what stuff done now will mean for later. Takes a while to learn that lesson. He who dies with the most tools wins, says Satan's mechanic. Well, then I got to get my hands on more tools. Yes, I'll press 1 to fuck off experiment. I don't know what a fuck off experiment is. Ask the chat. I know I'm not alone. About what? You're not alone about what? I'm still trying to I'm so confused now. You know what? I'll just let that one go for now. We'll just let it be. We'll just let it be. Okay, going over here. All right, so we have a story about, now this isn't about Nancy Guthrie herself. This is a story about the Arizona man, an Arizona man that was paralyzed by Nancy Guthrie. Sheriff's deputies allegedly, or not, Nancy Guthrie, fucking Jesus, I space. Paralyzed by Nancy Guthrie's sheriff's deputies? They're not her sheriff's deputies. Just sheriff's deputies in the same way. Why are we trying so hard to link Nancy Guthrie to this? She has zero to do with the damn thing. We don't have... It's just the same people that are investigating the Nancy Guthrie thing. So we're going to say that that is vaguely related. Jesus. This is why I can't do Burns and Reed. I graduated the 8th grade. Haha. Ooh, look at you brag. I graduated high school and I had 1 semester of college. I was in geology and psychology and I think a couple other courses, and it didn't go so well. I paid for that semester of community college and I never went back. That was it. That's the extent of my education. If that's true, I'm up to 4 boxes, 2 at work, 2 at home, and a bunch of woodworking tools in the basement. I guess it depends what you mean by tools. I have a variety of different tools. I have a toolbox several feet away from me. I have a couple of different tools. I have a lot of different cooking utensils. In an ideal world, my kitchen is a variety of kitchen tools. Does that count? What tools count? Does the value differ on what they're for? Is it like, if they're like, ooh, manly tools like construction and plumbing and shit, and it's like, ooh, manly, those count more. It's like, cooking tools like a KitchenAid and an in-house butter churn. It's like, well, you're gay, but that still counts. Like, is that how that works? I'm not sure. Matthew Q, I've got tools. There's never enough, and you always learn what you don't have when you need it. But at least I have everything I have in my car to change a tire, unlike some people. Well, you should have everything for your car to change a tire. There should be a kit in your car, right? I've never had a car that didn't have a tire change kit. Even my old piece of junk 89 Grand Am had a fucking, duty donut spare and a fucking tire change kit. Like, you had the fucking lug nut wrench and it clicked into the thing that was the jack, and you jacked it up after you loosened all the nuts, and then you gave them another couple turns to really get them going, then you take them off by hand, switch the tire. Do people not remember how to change a tire? Ooh, how do you change a tire for a Tesla? Are Teslas way harder to change a tire for? It's the question I ask. I should talk to my mom about that. Be like, hey, you ever had to change your Tesla's tire? Matthew Q, I did military school, got the GED, and finished tech school for telecom communications installation and repair by the time I was 17. Well, that sounds like a smart track to be on. Got yourself going early. Good for you. Good for you. I myself did not. I just started working as a chef and figured, fuck it. By the time I was going to go and get a culinary degree, it's like you already have a resume, so who cares? It's the same difference. Degrees often don't mean anything more than you paid to be there. You can still fuck up being a chef. Having a resume in some ways is better. The literal people going, yeah, no, I've cooked with him on the line. When you get in the weeds, he's all right. Or, no, he can't handle his shit. Great prep cook, but he sucks balls. Or amazing dessert chef, but can't handle a broiler to save his ass. Never have him cook a steak. Like, you can have that stuff get across. With a school, it's just like he was attentive, and then he got stellar grades and graduated magna cream-free schlouty. So, of course, he's got to be on point. I don't want to use that crap. I'm going to use my own stuff. I want to use a real jack in my car. I want a real tire iron. Well, now you're being picky. My point is the tools exist. You're sitting there, you're like, I've got tools to change my car tire, unlike some people. And my argument was, correct me if I'm wrong, but most cars have the basic necessities, the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities, the bare necessities to lift up that heavy car and then loosen all those lug nuts, the simple bare necessities. I mean the bare necessities. So there you go. What do you want from me? Red Scooper, I don't drive, so I don't have to learn how to change a tire. I have had to change a tire multiple times. I will say now in my later state in life, the last time I had to change a tire, I had to call somebody to get the tire off of the car. Even after loosening the lug nuts, the damn thing didn't want to let go, and I had to call somebody to knock the tire loose and help me change the tire. I had to call somebody to help me change a tire. I have never felt more like a woman more in my life than as I sat there, half pity laughing, half crying. Well, I'm going to call someone. I can't change a tire. Johnny and No Hottie, I'll still watch. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I understand. She is the more visually captivating member of the bunch. But she has a lot of personal stuff that she does today. So she's been on intermittently in the chats. I've had 50K stolen. Oh, wow. I quit at plain G. Trigonometry was next. Yeah, geometry itself. Sounds like trigonometry would be way less fun. And 15K stolen in tools? I estimate my work tools are around 40K, and the shit I got at home, at least 10. I don't have anywhere near that. I'm going to say I've got about $150 in tools. It's nothing super expensive. The big one is the cordless drill that came with the flashlight. That's it. I don't have a lot of big tools. I had a lot of super expensive DJ equipment, but I sold it because I don't DJ anymore. Hey, buddy. Do you want to just join us? Otherwise, I've got a controlled burn I've got to do. I've got to figure out a way to set in. But I'm currently talking about a swatting story gone wrong for an Arizona man. No, but it matters. Because Nancy Guthrie's the same area, so the sheriff handling her case is involved in this one. It's literally tangentially, but, you know, they do what they can. Do you want to hang out for a bit? Did you just eat? Or did you just hump? It looked like you just humped a dog based on what you're doing now. All right, well, as long as you keep to yourself, buddy, you do that. I want a NASCAR tire change. Hurry up. I had to change all the tires on the horse trailer here a couple of weeks ago. I drove the thing to work and picked it up with a forklift, took off the tires and changed them. Well, good for you. That sounds like you have access to equipment some of us don't have. It's really weird to flaunt that, though. Like, hey, I've got access to a forklift. Well, I can change my tires by lifting the thing up and change all four at once. I'm a badass. It's like, right. Most of us don't have that stuff. Nor should we. Like, you can shit on it all you want, but the included car kit is more than enough to change the tire at that point in time. 7,000 pounds of trailer. Oh, boo. So it was 7,000 pounds. It's not like you lifted it. All right, buddy. Hold on. Come here. You know how we do this. Come on. Ah! Hey, everybody. It's our regular Al Proof of Life segment. He's alive. He's Yowly. He's a grandpa cat. He's Alucard. Say hello. Say hello. There we go. Yes. Sit down. Did you have insurance? When I changed my tires, yeah, I had insurance. But I don't think my insurance covers someone coming out to your house to help you change a flat tire. I didn't go anywhere, and I don't think I have a roadside assistance plan in my thing. I know I have windshield stuff and window stuff, so my windows get repaired right away, and I don't pay for them. But Chevy JB, did you know you can change all the drive tires on a Peterbilt semi with just 4 jack stands and the air suspension dump function? I did not. I did not know that. You learn new things every day. Trees, says Professor Tyler. What about a tree? A watch stream. Oh, you're on a streak. Thank you. Thank you for being here. We've got about an hour and 20 left in the show. We had a bunch of support in the form of a hype train earlier. So we're already probably well into Thursday's goal. So if you want to fund out in any of the fun ways that are pinned. Oh, it's not pinned at the top anymore. It was pinned at the top of the chat. If you need it in Rumble, let me know. It should be pinned in the other chats, though. At Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, all of those. Or the bits, the subs, all that stuff. Well, we do. Oh, dude, what? Oh. Don't get slobber on me. Silly kitty. Speaking of you being a DJ, what does a gynecologist have? What does a gynecologist and you being a DJ at a strip club have in common? That's gross. And no, I couldn't. The ladies at Fat Jack's kept their shit pretty clean. I never smelled any vagina. So I was just a guy playing music. It's really not as sexy as you think. Like even in like movies and stuff, they make it seem like, oh, it's the guy right there and he's involved and everything's going crazy. Yeah, not really. If he's getting out of the booth, maybe, but not really. Especially not me, because I was less abled. So I had my own natural deterrent around me. So I would say that's not true at all, Professor Ty. It is a gross joke, but not accurate. Not accurate. Dude, can I use my hand? I gotta do this thing. So, as I was saying, the sheriff's deputies in the same area as Nancy Guthrie are also being I believe sued by Axiel Mendez, who was swatted back during this Nancy Guthrie stuff, and it's completely unrelated to Nancy Guthrie from what I understand. And he's been partially paralyzed because of the swatting. An Arizona man who says a swatting call ended with deputies leaving him partially paralyzed is now demanding $176 million from the Pima County Sheriff's Department. Axel Mendez, 24, and his mother, Carmen Melendez. Oh, Melendez, not Mendez. Why did I read that as an M or an N over there? Melendez recently filed a notice of claim in the Pima County Sheriff's Office and Sheriff Chris Nanos, signaling their intent to sue, according to Arizona Public Media. Dev Sethi, who is representing Melendez, told the outlet that the man and his mother were swatted, prompting a massive law enforcement response at their house, where individuals place fake calls to 911. Yes, we know what swatting is. Our justice system recognizes the dignity of human life and the importance of the completeness of your body. Axel's health, his independence, his ability to earn a living, his sense of security, that's all been stolen away from him, Sethi said. Yeah, for a fake call. You guys forget the part where you shot a guy who literally didn't do nothing? Yeah, Mr. Q. I didn't tell him that you're meowed, but he knows. He heard. So yeah, it's you shot him. He didn't do anything. He was just there minding his own business. How the hell? Why is he getting swatted? Is he a streamer? Someone impersonating Melendez initially called 311. That's not the number. A non-emergency number on April 10th, and said his father shot his sister, giving the address for Melendez. This morning of April 10th, a call has many red flags and the hallmarks of being a fake call, including that it came in to 311. Nobody reporting emergency calls 311, Sethi said. Yeah, I'd go with that too. If they're really shooting your dad, you don't call the I don't want to. Hey, look, I called the non-emergency number. Just to see what's going on. I called, because I don't look. My dad shot my sister, and he's running around with a gun, threatening to, K people. I don't want to get anyone super agitated or out of their skis. Like, just take your time. If you can get to it at some point today, I would really appreciate it. Maybe send over an officer. Be super. Really, you called 311 with that? I haven't been to a strip club since I was in my 20s, and that was 30 plus years ago. Okay, that's an interesting omission I didn't need. No pet that cat. Your hand belongs to the cat. That's what mine think. Well, that's good for him, but I'm doing a show which helps pay for his treats and his food. I pay bills around here. It's not like I just sit here and I don't do anything. I pay bills. I pay rent. I buy the cat food. I buy cat litter. I buy my kiddo food. We're really paying this shit up. Like, I can't just give it up because the cat wants. Oh, hey guys, we'll stop the show entirely. It's been going. It's an afternoon and we're kind of getting through, and it's just me as opposed to me and Digger, which is always a little more taxing for me. And we'll just take a break because there's a cat here. Red Scooper saying, is he related to Stuttering John Melendez? Because I could see. Oh, maybe that's the case. You'd think they'd lead with that, though. Like, why are we bothering to tie Nancy Guthrie into this just because it's same sheriff's department? Why are we bothering to tie that to it? If we could tie Stuttering John to it instead and say that he's a relative or whatever of Stuttering John, that would be interesting. We should keep going, and that would be that'd definitely be burying the lead news outlet if that's the case. Righty, let's find out why he was doing this. Melendez received. Oh, it says right here. Melendez received a threatening message from a hacker who stole his personal information during an online video game and demanded a ransom to return his accounts and passwords. His attorney said, even threatening to report him to U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement because of his Hispanic name. God, you're so racist. Not all Hispanics are illegal. It's just all illegals are Hispanic. You idiot. Oh, God. Not everyone who's Hispanic is illegal. It's just everyone who's illegal. I get it. It's a 50-50 shot you figured worth taking. Maybe it scares him into doing the thing, but it still seems super racist, bro. Super racism, bro. All right, so U.S. Immigration Enforcement because of his Hispanic name. After the threat, Melendez called 911 and shared his concerns about a possible swatting incident and was allegedly reassured that there are safeguards. He tells a 911 operator all of this, and she essentially downplays it and says, don't worry, that's not how it works. They can't just call 911 and have the SWAT team show up at your door, Sethi said. Oh, so they tell him not to worry and it's going to be fine. That'll never happen in a million years. And then that night, he lost the ability to walk. Great. Awesome. According to the attorney, Pima County deputies allegedly ignored a warning that Melendez's address was a known possible swatting target, stating that she approached the home with a mindset to treat it like it's real until it's not real. Oh, we just took a new So, you guys sent a female cop to a known swatting address, and she decided to play, we're running like this whole game is straight up until it's not. Oh, boy. I was going to say, I didn't see the she part coming, and you say that, and I'm like, this is all, that just pay him. Just pay him. Pay that man his money. According to they allegedly ignored the warning, Believing an intruder was breaking in, Melendez grabbed his family's legally owned handgun and took cover behind his bedroom door as deputies smashed through the window. Wait. Since when do deputies enter first through the window? I've watched a lot of cops, and it's taught me two things. One, white criminals are usually doing meth. Two, the rest are black. No, I'm kidding. But, like seriously, though, when do cops start with the window entry? They didn't knock on the door. They didn't announce their presence. Don't, even if you think that horrendous crime that you've been told has happened, don't you have a responsibility to announce your presence as a police officer before you bust in? And you chose the window? You went in the window. Again, I said it when I heard the word she. But as we continue down this primrose path, I must again repeat, pay him. Pay him his money. Dear God. So he's not related to Stuttering John. He's got horrible luck. And you guys employed an officer that specializes in breaking and entering, apparently. And the gun was legally owned. You've got nothing on this. It's not even like he had an illegal firearm. He had a legally family-owned handgun that he was using to defend his homes from a possible break-in attempt. He's been assured that he won't get swatted because he called and he reported it, and that's not how it works. Well, guess what? Yes, it is. It's how it works. And now your legs don't. All right, Melendez says he was hit in the right thigh and left shoulder, which left him with a spinal cord injury, in addition to broken ribs and a broken leg. He did everything we teach our kids to do when you're in danger. When somebody is threatening you, what's the first thing you do? We tell our children, call the police, Sethi said. Axel is a vulnerable young man. His life has been upended. He has real present needs, and we've given them an opportunity to do the right thing and resolve the case, but the ball is wholly in their courts. Yeah, I'm going to guess that they're not going to pay out, but yeah, you should totally sue. You should totally sue. Did the doggo live? I don't know there was a doggo, but I can't say the doggo lived, but I can say we were never told that the doggo died. So I have to assume doggo didn't die. Female cop. It's spinal. Yeah. It's right shoulder, left leg, or left shoulder, right leg. Either way, so one leg, opposite shoulder. That gave you a spinal cord injury? How does getting hit in the shoulder or the leg give you a spinal cord injury? Like, if you got hit center mass and it hit the spinal cord, or you got shot, like it grazed your back from side to side and it hit the spinal cord. Okay, fine. You got a spinal cord injury from the leg and the shoulder. Because it made you do the twist? I mean, what gives you the spinal cord injury? Correct, says Mr. Q. What, because of the twist? The twisting thing? If he fell from the shot, says St. Aaron. Fair enough. It wasn't that I wholly doubted it. It seems weird and inconsistent. It just seems weird. Yeah, it just seems weird to get a spinal cord injury. Red Scooper saying, I thought that they battering rammed the door usually. Again, there was no reason to deploy any significant force. The phone call was fake. It came in through a non-emergency number. And there should have been a mark on this guy's address when they pulled up the address. They never should have run in there. But, like I said, she did, and she opened fire. And, of course, he opened fire because he thought people were coming to steal his shit. You just had your identity stolen. Why wouldn't they try to break into your house and take all your stuff? If they have your identity, they know where you live. They might want paperwork so they can get, access to bank accounts or some shit. I don't know. There's any number of thoughts that could go through your mind when you hear a window crash because somebody's clearly breaking into your home. So yeah, just pay that guy. Just save yourselves the time in court. Just save yourself the agony. And just straight up pay that guy. Don't worry about it ever again. Just say, yep, it happened. The thing I'm most upset about is this has zero to do with Nancy Guthrie, and we had to tie her name to it just because the same sheriff's deputy. So they're not fit to investigate a kidnapping because some of them handled a 911 call badly, well, a 311 call badly. I mean, seems a bit much. All right, let's do this. All right, so Max Miller is a Republican representative who's apparently got abuse allegations, and people are kind of saying for him to shit or get off the pot. He has Trump's endorsement, so I don't think it's an anti-Israel thing. That's kind of the weird thing we have now is like, hey, this guy's at the 11th hour. They're coming up with more dirt on this guy. Well, where does he stand with Trump and Israel? Oh, they endorse him. Oh, well, then obviously these are actual allegations. He doesn't think we should be funding Israel. He thinks Palestine has a right to coexist, and he thinks the Iran war is a bunch of bullshit. Then I think all of these R-word allegations are bullshit. They say he killed a man. Where does he stand in his defense of Israel? I factor that in with how much I believe whether or not this accusation actually happened. If he does, if he supports Israel's right to defend itself, then yes, he totally killed that guy. All right, so we've got an hour left in the show. We've got this clip here. I'll do the third of the 4 controlled burns. We have 4 controlled burns because of all the amazing support we've had today. Thank you so much for supporting the program. I appreciate it. I know Digger does too. For those of you that really love Digger, it's sad she's becoming a bigger part of my program than me, which means in the near future things change. I'll just be second fiddle. I'll just go away. Let her do everything. Battering ramp, caught up. All right, so yeah, so this is again, we're defending this guy. He's got battering allegations that have been coming out against him, Max Miller, and he's still running. He's still running for his office. He is alleging that the allegations are bogus. And like I said, since Trump is supporting him, I know he already supports Israel, and he probably supports the Iran war, which means the allegations are probably somewhat legitimate. I just say, I think it's the same thing, different day for over 2,000 years. United States history, the Bible, and pretty much world history all back me up. I don't disagree with you, Mr. Q. I don't disagree with you. But let's hear what the latest allegations on Max Miller. We had to get rid of the other guy because of the alleged inappropriate allegations. So why are we keeping this guy on? Hold on. Oh. I muted it because of commercials.
President Trump publicly standing by embattled Republican Congressman Max.
I know Max. He's a good person. I mean, I always thought he was a very good person. And I'm going to let the families figure that out. But it's accusations, and I'm going to let them figure that out.
Yeah, buddy, no offense. You know a lot of people who you thought were really good people. They turned out to be on the Epstein client list. As you've publicly said, you can't prosecute these people. You know them. They're your friends. All right, maybe not publicly, but more than privately. Wasn't it to Margie Taylor Greene? He told her, like, yeah. And then we chased her out of Washington because of that horrible. Can't have those horrible
President
people
Trump
doing that.
Publicly standing by embattled Republican Congressman Max Miller, even as his former press secretary.
Oh, we're getting some information from the inside with St. Aaron. He's innocent. It's not his fault. Women have balance issues around him, right? He just has a natural allure that throws off their center of gravity. They fall, they hit their eye on the table. It's a horrible accident. Everybody's devastated. Myself especially. I can't control it. It's a natural ability. I can't control it. I just make women fall around me. But it always looks like someone punched him in the face. It's weird.
A new legal battle against Miller. So on Monday, Stephanie Grisham's lawyer filed for a temporary restraining order against Miller. Now, she's suing him for breaking the terms of a non-disclosure agreement, an agreement that stems from 2021. In a Washington Post op-ed, Grisham had written about abuse allegations dealing with an ex-boyfriend, and Miller sued her at the time, but they settled out of court and agreed not to disparage each other publicly.
Right, but now we're getting new... By the way, these are new abuse allegations. So... did you disparage him, or is these just new allegations in general? New allegations.
Grisham now claims Miller violated the deal in this interview back in June.
Without question, every allegation should be taken seriously. What should be noted is that allegation came out on the same day as somebody's book launch. And the other part, what I would like to discuss is my ex-wife was with me every single day during that time of my life in that election. And she, in her own words...
Your wife was with you every single day? So your wife was with you every single time you abused these women? My wife was with me every single day. And she saw everything I did, and she gave me the thumbs up. So it's not really abuse. I had a secondary party's approval.
Will tell you that I never did any of those things, and she never saw evidence of me ever doing those things, and that was nothing more than somebody trying to get notoriety.
Joining the group chat, Harry Lee, political correspondent at Spectrum News. She conducted that interview with Congressman Miller.
All right, I don't really want to keep going for this. He's got new allegations stemming from the lawsuit. He's facing growing pressure to resign over the abuse allegations, but he's got the president's endorsement. How are you doing today, Johnny? We're doing okay. We've got an hour left in the show. We're hanging in there for another 50 minutes or so. We've covered quite a few things today. We talked about Representative Max Miller facing growing pressure to resign over abuse allegations. That's what we just did. We had a couple other fun things on here before. Puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets the door again. I think she helped me Bill Cosby them girls. Half of my abuse wouldn't have happened if my wife hadn't been there, to slip them the Mickey. It's always easier to use a woman to go in as your bait because they disarm the other ladies. The ladies feel more comfortable around a woman. They'll be on edge around you. You're a new guy. But a new lady? Forget about it. By the time they realize what's going on, we've already moved on. So again, it can't really be abuse. My wife was with me the whole time. No, it still can. So, all right. Why is the news lady talking like the viewer is retarded? Because a lot of their viewers are. A lot of the viewers are. So the abuse allegations are piling up. They're asking him, like I said, if he's got Donald Trump's support. Let's look up, does he support? Oh, I don't want your representative. I wanted to put in a name and track them. Anyways, but yeah, unless he's openly against supporting Israel and the war or the war in Iran, I'm not gonna treat the sudden allegations with as much skepticism. I'm more skeptical when it's that case. Hi again, kids. Done one job, on to the next, but now I can listen, if not chat. LOLs. Well, that's good. We haven't seen Officer Krupke claiming to have you contained, so that's great. You'll be here for our amazing fun Friday fun show this Friday, so if you miss her today, don't worry. She'll be here for that. She'll also be with us tomorrow. We'll have her tomorrow's show as well. We'll be hanging out with another FaceTime, and I can't wait to see where our goal's at after that crazy hype train. Thank you for that. Everybody else saying hello to Our Lady of Canada. Did you miss the Spokane, Washington stuff? Because at one point there, a guy is just crying about his home burning down. That's our home. I'm like, yeah, see, that's what I worry about in that neck of the woods. that moment would hurt a lot. We have a fun story out of New York. Oh, damn, I didn't realize I put... Oh, that's just 2 rip and reads. So we've got that in between. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Officer Krupke, she escaped again. Yeah, there's probably a giant maple leaf-shaped hole in the ground. That's her calling card. Whenever she tunnels out of prison, she does it in the shape of a maple leaf, so they know who hit them and how. Yep, totally missed it. One of those major fires was arson. They caught the guy. Well, they don't know if the other 2 fires are related or not. But yeah, one was definitely arson. They caught the guy. And by all reports, the guy has been in trouble with the law before for firing a firearm at his dad when he was asked to do the dishes. Which, if I remember correctly, was a story we covered on this very program. About like, dude, how about wash off a plate after no, bang, bang. Like, I can't imagine that. By that metric, my child is so polite. She's excited to help. Like, I don't think this is unique to my child. I think a lot of children are this way when they have a disabled parent like me. They're excited when they can help you and they can do stuff for you, and you ask for little bits of help that they can easily do. They're super happy, especially if it just takes a moment out of their day. They get to do something. They get to hear you're grateful, and they say you're welcome, and then they jump right back into what they were doing. Yeah, they love that shit. They eat that shit up. So the idea of putting your plates away, washing the dishes, cleaning your room, any of that stuff shouldn't be gun-worthy. But yeah, so the guy that fired at his dad because he was told to wash the dishes is also apparently setting fires now. Again, proof that we just can keep these people out if they behave in ways that some might deem a little dangerous for society. We don't need to lock them up or keep them under some sort of like facility. Thank God we don't have to institutionalize any of them when they start acting seriously cuckoo. It only costs us more homes. Officer Krupke, damn you, Digger! I picture him standing in a rainstorm crying like, damn you! As the thunder strikes. Dang it, Digger. Why are you hippies messing with my pipeline? Don't make me call Trump. Who's messing with your pipeline? What pipeline? You live on a farm, dude. You don't have a pipeline. We have a video to get to quickly out of Yellowstone National Park. We covered this recently with an old guy. Now we have a kid that's getting chased by a bison. This video starts in the middle of it, obviously. We don't see where it started. I don't know how the kid gets this close to the bison. But if you get this close to the bison, it's going to come at you. So unless you were standing there minding your own business and the bison came at you, and even then, get out of its way. Just go the other way. I really hope I don't see a kid get tiddlywinked. I can laugh at Grandpa. He's lived a full life. Junior here has probably never hit puberty, never fallen in love. Got the world in front of him. Flapjacked by a bison and you're dead. All right, let's see how this... The kid doesn't die. Relax.
No. Oh, that's why you don't run. But it's because they bite.
That's why you don't run.
No, go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Do not go towards him. Go.
Are you really going to go? So you ran from the bison like crazy, and since it didn't freak out around you, you're going to go back towards it. Now I don't feel bad for you, kid. You had the opportunity. You could have gone around that little brush through. There's clearly a clearing on the other side there. It's not that much trees-wise. You could easily run around that and get back to the people on the other side. Bison practically none the wiser. Definitely avoiding the bison all over. Oh, Johnny, just wait for 14. Yeah, I'm sure she's an angel now and it's a limited time deal, but she is such an adorable little angel. Just a perfect little kid.
Back!
Nope.
Go away from him! Move away from him!
Keep yelling loudly. That will not make things worse for the child by agitating the bison.
No.
Okay, so this is...
No.
Yeah, it's still the same video. It's the video. That's why you don't run. I would say you don't get close to the bison at all. Running or not. And now I'm having trouble telling. Is the kid taunting the bison? Kind of looks like the kid might be taunting the bison as he's running. Like, hey, meh. These parks really need more security, don't they, Johnny? I don't know. People need to just stay the fuck away from the animals. Bison don't fuck around. And they are big damn fucking animals. They're giant tanks of monsters. They're behemoths. Just leave them be. Leave them be. Certainly don't go like, la, 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 and then run away. And then go back at it. Like, that seems like he's taunting it. Like, he ran by it, it agitated him, and the bison's just kind of walking after him, and the kid's like, oh, so you're not even chasing me. I can get close to you and fuck with you again. Which makes me think, yeah, if you do that, that bison's going to fucking flip you. The kid has a piece of Johnny's exotic beef on him, explains the reaction. Nah, you're just a cow with a perm. I mean, it's a big damn cow. It's impressive perm, though.
It's because the wife walked. No, go back.
Go back!
Go back!
Go back! Do not go towards him! Go back!
Nope.
Go away from him! Move away from him!
So, yeah, move away from him.
Another day in the finance department. Wait.
No. It's not another day in the finance department. I didn't click on this story at all. So you can eat a dick. Don't make me talk about stuff I didn't select to talk about. Let Darwin sort it out. Too many stupid people. If he was taunting the bison, I'm kind of in your lane. If the kid's taunting the bison, then fine. Let him find out what he's. You know what? Fuck around, find out. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Taunt a bison, run away from it, run back towards it, and run away again. Yeah. That's a failure on several faults. The parents, who are the parents watching this kid? Because your kid's misbehaving and needs to be corralled. 2, the kid themselves. And then 3, the bison's just there. What are you going to do to the bison? Even if you had a gun. Like, you need some serious firepower to take one of them fuckers down. Buffalo outweigh a cow by over 1,000 pounds, says Mr. Q. So it sounds like bison are slightly bigger than cows. Officer Krupke, 2 diggers just stole my bison. Not your bison. Is it your police bison? Is it kind of like the Mounties and their yaks? You have a bison that you ride around? Are bison good to eat? Yes or no, Johnny? In my experience, yeah. They're delicious. Bison meat is amazing. I've enjoyed a few burgers and a couple of steaks, and yeah, I'd say it's quality steak meat. It's quintessentially a cow, but bigger. Mr. Q also going, yes, bison are delicious. That's why, as an adult, when I watch Dances with Wolves now, as a young man and as a boy, when I watched Dances with Wolves with Kevin Costner, I always got upset. I always got sad at the scene where Kevin Costner finds all those bison and they're all dead and skinned and they're just out in the sun left to rot. Now as an adult, I go, man, it's such a waste. Look at all that meat. Do you know how good, like, seriously, do you know how good that would be? God damn, I know they're there for the fur and the fur trade, and yeah, screw them, all that stuff. They're horrible people. But the meat, oh, so much good meat. During COVID, bison was cheaper than beef. Bison hamburger helper is amazing. I just feel like bison anything is amazing in terms of, like, if you're going to get a steak, a bison steak, it's nicer. Like, they tend to be a little bit more like, what is it? Is it marbled? I think marbled from, yeah, whatever. Either way. but buffalo farts were causing global warming. Everything's causing global warming. And as we've learned, don't mock farts, Mr. Q. Farts have power. They drove an entire audience out of Spider-Man this weekend because one man couldn't stop farting. He was given a pumpkin potion by the Green Goblin, and halfway through the film, it was just fart, 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 fart. Everybody started to die. So you think it's funny. You make your jokes, but farts have consequences. There are some people who don't know how the Tom Holland Spider movie ends, and they bought the ticket, and they saw how it begins, but for the rest of their life, the middle of that movie is just going to be a big, sloppy, wet... They'll never, ever get over it. So, make your little jokes. All right, anyways, bison are delicious. Make your jokes about farts. I think we're all caught up for everything, which is good because we only got 45 minutes left in the program. I want to get through this story, and then we can get into our third hour stuff, which will be nice. Oh, wait, we didn't load all of our second hour stuff. I still had 2 for there. That makes sense why it felt like it was going too fast. We have an updated story on drones and the inclusion of drones in warfare, and we'll get to that. And then we have a story about a UFC fighter. Fart lives matter, says Magic 8 Ball. I mean, in the sense that they will make other people's lives more difficult. They matter in terms of avoiding them, but on their own, I'm going to go with no. That sounds like a prank, and they dumped out a bottle of that spray. I mean, it would take $100 worth of Taco Bell at least to do that kind of damage otherwise. Not unless they got hit with that cyclosporia, whatever. They got hit with that. What if they had a severe case of that and they literally exploded? By the time everybody else left, they just flat out exploded. Do you get up and leave the theater if you cleared it out farting, or do you just enjoy the solo experience? Do you stay for the rest of the movie and just be like, yeah, fuck those people? You just hang out in your own ass gas? Like, I mean, because again, you cleared out a movie theater. Dear Lord, man. Even the back, even the people way up top in the back, they were like, yeah, no, I gotta go. That dude's just blasting too much ass. I am out of here. And it's in Colombia, where you know, like, they have enough problems with other things in the world that it's not like they're not used to smelling some shit going bad. Like, come on now. Oh, maybe right. If it's your beef, you stick in it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Referring to it as beef is gross. Please don't do that again. I really, really don't want to do that again. Yeah, so we've got a little bit more than 30 minutes left in the program, so I got to keep going with this. We're caught up in all the chats. A high-ranking Westchester County police officer. Let's open up these. Can we click this? Can we? Oh, okay. There we go. We'll get to that in a minute. A high-ranking Westchester County police official drove the getaway car for, guess what? Her son. Ba-dum-bum. In an apparent gangland shooting in the Bronx, according to police sources on Tuesday, or, today. Jennifer Lackard, a deputy police commissioner with the Mount Vernon Police Department, was arrested at her home Tuesday morning, along with her son Chase Lackard, 20, after the young man allegedly shot at a group of rivals near the Bronx Criminal Court on June 29th at 11:57 p.m., police officer said. He then rushed into her car before she drove off, according to sources. The mom has ranked in a total of $138,219 with the police department last year, according to See Through New York. The duo are no strangers to the headlines in 2024. Chase, a reputed member of the Slutty Gang, I'm gonna be the first to tell you I don't understand gang culture. I don't mean any offense. The Slutty Gang. Okay, you know what? Your life, your rules. Okay. Reputed member of the Slutty Gang was shot by police after he allegedly wielded a gun during a dispute in Clareson Point. So this dude's been... Why is the mom working for the cops if her son... I suppose you can't control people for that. The Post reported his mom was a police official with the Mount Vernon Police Department. Only a year earlier, her troubled son, then 17, also shot in the chest on a BX5 bus in Soundview after fighting with 3 other youths, cops said at the time. Lackard allegedly flashed gang signs at the boys and then asked their gang affiliation before allegedly trying to drag one of them off the bus. I didn't know we still had people that behaved like this. Let's look at these amazing individuals. So this is the mom. She kind of looks like that chick that was running the police department from Dexter, right? Like just chubbier in the face. This is our lovely son, Chase. Okay. That's when they engaged in a shootout with police officers. They apparently ditched a gun. Great, great. And then the altercation on the bus. Awesome. The juvies on the bus go around and... Dear Lord. Slutty Gang sounds like a bunch of girls I wanted to run into school in like 1995. Yeah. We have in the gang, I don't know what the word is. I don't know what word. I'm trying to figure out what the stars mean. I'll just have to let it go. Village idiots doing village idiot things as usual. Right, but isn't the argument by the other people that if they had the opportunities that other people have, they wouldn't be in that situation, they wouldn't be in those places? This is a person who is a police commissioner? Or what was her official title? She's not a police officer. Yeah, a deputy police commissioner. She's a deputy police commissioner. She's making $138,000 a year with the police department. I'm not saying they should be living it large and life super duper chill and easy, but your life should be easy enough that you don't have to belong to the Slutty Gang and engage in gangland activities. And if you do, your mom, the police commissioner, should not be your getaway driver. I mean, I get it. She takes you to and from school. It's just a natural dynamic. You understand how she drives under pressure. Slightly different with bullets being fired and the possibility that she'll bump into a coworker while they chase you down. But at least she doesn't have to ask if any of the police officers know who she is. Do you know who I am? Yes, I do, and that's kind of the problem. I know exactly who you are. You're a deputy police commissioner for this very police department, which really makes the aiding and abetting of your son's attempted assassination on whoever the hell was back at that bus station not okay. Not okay. Just going to say, not okay. Hello, Pacheco. Is it safe to say he gave the cops a good chase? It's fair. It's fair. Do you have to register gang names? Like, is there like some sort of like universal registry of gang names? I feel like you have to run out of some options before you land on Slutty Gang. I got to know there's got to be a story there, right? Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just want to know, what's the story behind Slutty Gang? Here's the other worst part. So, like, a lot of gangs have an in-prison and out-of-prison faction, like members that get arrested are in prison, members that aren't in prison are out of prison. It's pretty fucking simple. If you're a member of the slutty, do you want to be the slutty gang in prison? Again, not really fucking never had a crime a day in my life here. What is it like in for the slutty gang? I feel like you've got to fight to defend that reputation as a member of the slutty gang. It's got to be a hard time. Saints, you're saying Johnny to do it Gangnam style. I don't think so. That wouldn't be slutty. That's just a dance. Anybody could do that. That's not important. All right, so let's get rid of that there. We have a couple of other things. We have this video, and then we have the UFC fighter thing. So we'll do this first. This is video of a drone crashing on a crowded beach that has reportedly injured several people. I think even maybe a couple fatalities. Now, the fun part about this is it's a Ukrainian drone shot down by Russians over a Russian beach, and Ukraine is saying, because you shot down our drone, those deaths are your fault. You should have just let our spy or war drone or whatever it was do what it was doing. You chose to intervene, so those deaths are on you. Like, okay. All right. There's no audio. A Russian-Ukrainian drone struck a crowded beach. Oh, yeah, 7 people. Oh. It got 7 people. That's it right there. All right, so, and it's a Ukrainian drone. There's another video of a Russian drone crashing a Ukrainian fruit vendor, or chasing a Ukrainian fruit vendor. I can't post links in this chat, though. It was horrific. Magic 8 Ball. Well, that's not very nice. No, it is not. But again, like, Ukraine is going, this is Russia's fault. They shot down our drone. Like, I mean, you guys did launch it over there. The beach was packed, many vacationers lounging near the turquoise waters when the drone slammed into the white sand and burst into a fireball. Russian officials said 7 people, including 3 children, were killed and 58 others injured by the explosion at the Black Sea resort town of Glindizik on Monday. The explosion was captured on video and shared on social media, verified by NBC News. Moscow accused Ukraine of targeting civilians, which would constitute a war crime, and unleash a barrage of aerial strikes on its neighbor. Ukraine attacks inside Russia come as its own civilians face deadly drone bombardment throughout the summer. Ukrainian officials did not confirm that they were responsible, but they also did not deny it. What happened today was a deliberate strike by the Kiev regime against the civilian population, people who have absolutely no connection to military infrastructure. So now you're just accusing them of bombing their own people? The explosion comes amid concern for Ukrainian effort to push for the war's front line closer than ever to Moscow and strikes. Wasn't there a video about all the drones they're deploying over there? We had a video somewhere about the drones. I don't know where that one went. Could have swore it was this one. It isn't more fun, kids. Just think 3 more years to peace for 7 years, then we'll do it all over again. Fuck my life. Well, this is in Russia, though. This is in Russia, though. I don't think it's going to be over in 3 years. It should have been over 2 years ago by that logic. We should have ended it for a while. Can we maybe stop it all together and just fucking stop? I thought that was the reason we had people supporting Donald Trump. What happened to the whole no new wars, no more being America's policeman? We're going to focus on our problems at home and the rest of the world. Really not sticking to any of that. We're not out of Ukraine. We're still funding them. I'd never be president, but let me tell you, if I were tomorrow, I would love to be looking Vladimir Zelensky in the face and be when I say, so yes, America has decided to cease funding your little war, and we also want to know when you'll be repaying the loan. Obviously, there weren't terms really set, I guess, apparently by previous administrations, so you do have a fair amount of flexibility in it, but we will be holding you to account for that debt. We will cease supporting you financially, militaristically, in any way, shape, or form until some steady payments of that money have been made. Matthew Q, we'll always have something still going on. We're going to be in Iran for the next 20 years probably, and we still got wars going in Southeast Asia and South America. I thought we ended the stuff in South America after we captured Maduro. Are we puppetizing the government there too now? Great. By the way, one of those things where you look into it, like everybody says stuff, it sounds crazy, but you look into it, it's like, yep, nope. For all the times I've said people like on Aaron's show, Sam's show, and other people like, they just blame the Jews. Like, yeah, but fuck it if they're not wrong, though. They're not wrong, though. And it's horrible. People are like, do your own research. I did. It turns out they're not wrong. Now I'm disappointed. This is the thing. I don't do my own research now because I know it's not going to be the answer I want. The answer I want is apparently the wrong thing. The world's way sicker and more twisted than I thought. And I brought a kid into it. I'm so guilty. So guilty. All right. So we had this story. What happened? Did I have it in one of the other ones? I had a video somewhere about drones and deployments, but whatever. I'm not finding it. It's 4 o'clock. We've got a half hour left to go. So we'll get through this last half hour, and then we'll be out of here. I'll be back on the Steel Toe Show tomorrow morning, provided my internet holds out, I guess. And then Digger and I will be back here tomorrow afternoon as well. And then we have the big funding show on Friday. So lots of awesome stuff. Our studio sponsor, Hooters Girls All Natural Jugs. When you need the solid quality instrument or alcohol holding ability of a all-natural old-fashioned jug, you want Hooters Girls all-natural jugs. Each one is lovingly handcrafted and can be put on display, but displays are made available by appointment only with Hooters Girls all-natural jugs. I missed Digger 420 already. Bro, what the fuck? Well, we have 20 minutes to the end of the show. Digger's not here until tomorrow, so I don't know what you mean by Digger 420. CIA all over. So yeah, we're just really not getting any of that stuff that we were promised. Just getting more of the stuff that a lot of people, myself included, said would happen if Kamala Harris was put in charge. And by that, I mean the puppets operating Kamala Harris. And by that, I mean the military-industrial complex as a whole and the same forces behind the Biden administration. Like, so we just get more of more. Oh, great. Which way is, like, I'm asking, which way is better to be? Is it better to have the person you voted in there doing all the horrible shit? Or is it better to have the person you voted in there, someone who promised and swore up, down, left, right, and sideways they wouldn't be the person who does the horrible shit, and then they do the horrible shit anyway? Like, is it better to get hoodwinked? Be like, well, at least I was hoping for better. I had better intended, but didn't pan out. What do you want? I don't know. Hard to guess. Rumble chat is weirdly where's Wild Saffron not being in the Rumble chat really brings things down a touch. We really slowed up over there. We've got only a half hour left, and it's nice, like summertime nice. The temperature seems to be going down. It was cloudy today. It's still cloudy now. Oh, and I missed this earlier. Mr. Q threw us $5 saying, yes, love Kitty. Well, all right. Well, thank you for the $5. We'll count that towards the goal. So, yeah, we do love the kitty, and we are very grateful for your support. Wild could be on vacation, Johnny. It is summertime. I know she had a vacation for a while. I thought she was coming back from it. I'm curious. Whatever. You just, you notice when regular chatters aren't regularly chatting. It's what happens. Whatever. All right. So this is a story that of a lovely lady who fought in the UFC. And by that, I mean a guy named Alan Nascimento. He apparently died after suffering an apparent heart attack in his sleep. And I'm just curious. Like, I know a lot of people now. This one, a 34-year-old UFC fighter who last fought in June, right? And he's dead from a heart attack. Not like a brain aneurysm or something. It could be like, oh, from a heart attack. That's awfully interesting. Did he take a particular vaccine? I have curiosity because 34-year-old UFC fighter literally fought, like 2 months ago? Yeah, sorry. That guy is probably in pretty good shape. 100 over here in Texas, says Jesse. Ooh, that's we're on Wild Watch. I mean, we're keeping an eye out for Wild. Hopefully she'll make it by Friday. Friday's the fun show that, like, if we're low and things are slow during the week right now, it's fine. Friday's the fun show. I hope you have a lot of fun with that. And then rest up, recuperate, and go to the anniversary party on Saturday. It's going to be a hard week for me. I'm thinking about taking a vacation day on Monday. And just vacationing Monday because I'll be tired from Friday and I'll be tired from Saturday. So Sunday and Monday might be what I need. I don't know. It depends how heat affects me. Rest in peace, UFC fighter. Alan Nascimento was a featherweight, so he wasn't like a big heavy hitter. But again, had a pretty decent win record and was in a fight in June. So this guy's not like past his prime, let himself go. Like a lot of people are saying in our chat. Yeah, jab. Did he get the jab? Heart attack, you say, right? Yeah. Or it was a clot shot. This Monday morning, August 3rd, our beloved flyweight fighter, Alan Nascimento, was found unresponsive after suffering an apparent heart attack in his sleep, the UFC wrote in a caption on an Instagram post. Despite the efforts of the responding medical team, he was pronounced deceased at the scene. Our thoughts and prayers and deepest condolences are with Alan's family, friends, teammates, and loved ones during this incredibly difficult time, the organization added. Nascimento carried a professional fighting record of 22 wins, 7 losses since 2011. In his UFC career, he was 4-6 in 6 appearances, or 4-2 in 6 appearances, with his final UFC appearance on June 20th, a split decision loss, according to his official fighter page. So, yeah, I don't know. You can call me paranoid, crazy, a conspiracy theorist. I don't care. Guys that look like this don't tend to die of a heart attack at 37. Guys that are in shape like this tend not to have a heart attack. A life-threatening killer heart attack at 37. And we've seen so many people that have had a very, let's say, unique reaction lately. So many of it. I don't know. This was not happening before COVID, John. That's kind of what I was saying. Jesse, stream your vacation. My vacation would be me sitting at home. What do you mean stream my vacation? I'm going to the anniversary show on Saturday. My vacation would be Sunday and Monday just kind of chilling. If I feel up to it, maybe play a little WoW. Clean and continue packing. I've got some new avenues of people and things to chase down this week and weekend into next week and getting all this stuff sorted out. So who knows? Yeah, I don't think it'd be stream worthy though. Roids, says Brian. I don't think so. The UFC would be testing for that, wouldn't they? And I'm going to be honest, he doesn't look roided out. I mean, I can see veins in his arm. I don't necessarily know that's roided. Brian, that's not steroids. I can get that bulked up if I gain 20 pounds. Right? If Mr. Q can do it. He's like 160 pounds, not that big. He's not that big. And like I said, in that shape at 37 and a heart attack. That's very interesting. It would, you know what? It wouldn't be so much of a conspiracy igniting kind of idea if it hasn't happened so many times before. It's happened so many times before. And in terms of COVID now, especially with like the Fauci diary leaks and stuff, we've seen how everything we were told was crazy. Everything we were told was bullshit. Oh, no, it's all true. They pulled 6-foot distancing out of their ass. The thing originated from a lab leak. The lab was given money for gain-of-function research, so we pretty much created this fucking thing. Your tax dollars and mine, whether we wanted to go to it or not. I had a gym buddy in college who had a mini heart attack from roids. Okay, so that's an explanation. So he's saying the heart attack is because he was doing roids. I mean, how long does those steroids stay in your system? I don't know what the league or industry's drug testing policy is, but if you're able to skate the lines, and he just got off a fight, so I mean, the perfect time to like roids bulk up and then hold on to it or whatever would be now. I mean, right after a fight, you lost by decision. You're going to be motivated. Push yourself harder. So you maybe step to those roids. After all, you don't have another fight for a while. Nobody's going to drug test you. By the time that time comes around, you can stop doing the stuff and be all good. Yeah, I can see how that works. But I'm more inclined to believe the jab. More inclined to believe the jab. We're not talking about roids or the jab, though, so we know which ones it probably might be. Is a strong chance. Yours or mine? No way to know. You have ICE in Decatur, Texas, picking people. I don't have any ICE agents at all, let alone do I know where. I didn't have any stories about them being deployed in Texas. Is this your breaking news? They're deployed in Texas picking people? Okay. We're only, like, the deportations are only for the ones with violent criminal records. Everybody else that gets caught up in stuff is almost always by their own involvement. And nobody on either side has behaved the best when you think about the number of people we've had that have met an untimely end. I certainly wouldn't want to fuck with them just for fear that some asshole's going to shoot me. Like, the cripple's got a gun. No, he doesn't. No, he does not. Can you? Yes. I don't know what you mean by can I. I don't have people. I can't deploy them. So I can't help you. Believe it or not, can you? Actually, that's pretty easy to answer. No, I can't. I cannot. UFC is pretty strict on its testing, says LabGlass. So then maybe he isn't doing the roids. Ha, we're back on the clot shot. But it is always nice to have a alternate theory posited. Ice baby cacao dad. What are you talking about, Mr. Q? I'm officially confused. We only have 15 minutes left for the show, so I don't want to get into too many more things. We'll go over this. I thought I covered this, actually. Did I already cover the story about a family was cleaning out an Alaskan home of a deceased loved one when they found human remains in the freezer? Because that's got to be one of the scariest things to have happen. You've lost a loved one, and you found out they've been hiding Nana this whole time. And this happened in Alaska, where it's really hard to get away. I love it. You're funny as hell. Great. I'm glad that you appreciate it. It's supposed to be entertaining, which apparently it is for a very small audience, and I'm glad you're part of it. We've got 15 more minutes of it going before it ends, so enjoy it before we're done. And then, of course, again, tomorrow is Wednesday with Digger, and we always have laughs that are bigger on Wednesdays with Digger. It's part of her squirrely charm. Anyways, so in Alaska, a family found human remains while cleaning out the freezer at the home of a deceased loved one, according to authorities. The family called in the police into the Alaskan capital of Juneau on Sunday after they found what appeared to be human remains inside a chest freezer in a locked outbuilding on the property. Oh, man, talk about taking it to your grave. It wasn't until Dad passed that we found out he had a Cambodian locked in his freezer. Ask if it's too cold for the body be frozen by now. Well, it is cold in Alaska. It is cold in Alaska, but you kept it in a chest freezer. I'm guessing it's been there for a while. I don't like who puts a chest freezer, like a body in a freezer, and then, I don't know, passes away the next day. It's just, what are you, a UFC fighter? Juneau police said in a statement that the family had been cleaning out the home after a relative had died. Detectives believe the remains may belong to an adult male family member, but the state medical examiner's office had not confirmed the identity. Oh, it's a Black Widow situation, and she wanted to keep cashing the checks. Juneau police noted that there was no missing persons report for the man filed with the department, and it's unclear how long the remains were in the freezer. The medical examiner's office will conduct an autopsy to determine the cause and manner of death. At this stage of the investigation, there is no known reason or threat to the public, says Juneau police. The investigation into the remains remains ongoing. Last month, human remains were found inside a chimney of a New York City school. Yeah, but that could easily be someone fell and got stuck in a chimney. Nobody accidentally slips, trips, lands in a freezer, and never gets out again. There's some deliberate action in there. Authorities were called to the... Oh, this is just on the story on... I don't care about the place in Queens. I want to know more about the guy that they found in the freezer. Who was the relative? If it's grandma, then we know where grandpa went. Why doesn't measure their freezers by how many bodies will fit? That could be a nice system. 3-body problem was like a popular Netflix show, so like 4-body freezer sounds like a deal. It's BOGO body freezer. Are you tired of having 4 dead bodies to store, but always having to find multiple spaces to store them? Well, with the BOGO body freezer, you could put all 4 of those dead people in this son of a bitch right over here. Like, I just, yeah, it seems like a bit much. As someone who's never had to hide a body, I don't know how hard it is, but I'd imagine it's not easy to load a body into a freezer. And then we're going to put a couple of them in there? I don't think so. I think most freezers would just be 1.5 bodies. Because, like, and that's the other problem. The body is a horrible form of measurement. There's a lot of factors to consider. Is it a man? Is it a woman? Tall? Small? Fat? Fat body will take up way more space than a skinny body. And it's going to be heavier. Which means when it's frozen, it's going to be a nightmare. I just think it's safer not to have the bodies. Just don't hold on to them, you know? You don't load them into your freezer. Let's not say we did. All right, so we did that one. I'm saving that one for tomorrow with Digger because she's from Canada. Oh, what? Embedded or hidden? You took away all my tweets of people senior home host slip and slide day. I wanted to play that story. You guys are dicks. Let's see if we can get it on YouTube. All right, hosts. Slip and slide day. Boom. Yep, we do have it. Oh, but that's from 7 years ago. That's nowhere near as fun. These are all 7 years ago. Oh, here we go. Here's the one. Here's the recent one. Seniors having slip and slide day. The problem with slip and slide day and old people is someone's going to slip and slide into a broken hip. And I think I have a fourth controlled burn to do on this thing. And we're close to 420, so we'll do that for our 420 burn. Again, a quick reminder, we are going to be on tomorrow with Our Lady Canada Digger, and we will be on Thursday as well, with Friday being our big GoFundMe show. So all the times to donate, Friday is ideal. Get the most bang for your buck, every aggregate of 25. We have the taser that's back. We have the fucking gum that's back. We've got the shots. We've got the Marmite. I've got the horrible jelly beans. I got to try and remember tonight or tomorrow to go out and get the kippers. That's the only thing I don't have. So we don't have the kippers. The horrible thing about kippers is like I'm done at the end of that. I have smoked fish that I don't want to eat. I suppose I should just feed it to the cats. They'll devour that stuff like it's crack. Johnny, it depends on if you cut it up or not. You can fit 4 bodies in a 2-quart freezer if you chop them up. How do you know that? You should know that, Mr. Q. That should not be something you tell people. Like if you cut them up enough, you could put 4 bodies in there. No, you shouldn't know that. You should have no idea. That should never be a thing. Don't ever, ever, ever have that information on hand. That is serial killer information. Well, if I had to, I could dismember you. I could stuff you in a 4-quart freezer. Like, no, that's not. Oh, excuse me, 2-quart freezer. 2-quart freezer.
Slip and slides are just for kids. Seniors in Middle Tennessee spend a full day making a splash.
News Channel 5 photo journalist Angie Donut
and they're gonna
shows us
slip
they
a hip.
embraced a little adventure and a whole lot of laughter.
This is our favorite time of the year. Here we go, out of place. Here we go, louder.
Let's get that line charged.
We've been doing it since 21.
We're ready to slide.
So this isn't even a new thing. You just do Grandma's slip and slide. Happy 420, sir. Thank you. Happy 420 for you. I can't wait till Friday, Bo. We're going to party with you, bro. I can't wait. Well, great. I'm excited to have you. Everything happens at aggregates of 25. The Wheel of Torture is available. Digger and I both do different parts of the Wheel of Torture. And, it's a fun time. Had by all. Happy to have you. I hope you enjoy being here. Who doesn't measure their freezers by how many bodies will fit? Says Miss Glass. Oh, again, I was gonna say most people. I'm starting to feel like wow, there's a serial killer red flag. Just how many, and you guys keep playing this weird one-up-it game. You're like, who doesn't measure their freezer by how many bodies will fit? And then Mr. Q's like, well, if you want to save space, really, it helps to, dismember them first. They fit in a small. Or hear me out. Or don't, okay? I feel like don't is still a solid option.
All right, let's go ahead and get you. Senior helpers in Adams Place joined together, and we created this giant slip and slide.
We're going for a great ride. As fast as we can.
The Murfreesboro Fire Department comes out and they hose it down and they help to assist the seniors on and off the tubes.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right, I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready to go.
What if you give her a heart attack?
And then they get to ride down on the tubes like they get to be a kid again. We call it the ride and slide because they're not slipping and sliding, they are riding and sliding down. I just love it.
I mean, on the one hand, I'm very excited for these people. But okay, I guess. This is kind of weird. First of all, I haven't seen one dude. It just seems like this is all for old ladies. Because I have yet to see one dude go on this ride and slide. The only dudes involved are the ones helping.
Well, I've done it 4 times. This is
Oh,
the
fuck
4th
me.
time.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. Is that a guy? That might be a girl in pants. Hold on.
it the ride and slide because they're not slipping and sliding. They are riding
That's a
and
lady.
sliding down.
That's a lady. That's a lady.
They just love it.
Well, I've done it 4 times. This is the 4th time.
Ah, that's a lady. Saved at the end. For a minute there. For a minute from a distance. From a distance. You almost, dude, that one from the side really looked like a dude. And nope, it's another grandma.
Memories, right? And some of these ladies or gentlemen are in wheelchairs again, but with the fire department and MTSU football team.
Where's the guys?
What's it called? Be on to help them up.
Not like in general. I don't show me the people that are helping them and do it. I mean, where are the guys? Where are the old guys going on this ride?
Be on to be like, oh, you made my.
And it's raining. How hard up are you for entertainment and excitement that you want to jump on this slip and slide in this storm?
Day to day.
Oh, fuck me. All right, look, we've been able to argue our way past every other one, but I think we can all agree Wilford Brimley is officially a dude. I'm Wilford Brimley, and I have diabetes. Causes me to ride slip and slides. But then I start asking, who's this darky that picked me up out of the chair? All right.
It's a blessing just to make people's day.
Old lady. Sorry, we've got one dude, but other than that, but we've seen that lady before. The old dude. The only other old dude we have is a performer. It's anybody that didn't go on the ride was a performer, except for one Wilford Brimley. For one Wilford Brimley. Lab glass. Grandpas have a fear of sitting on their balls. YouTube is asshole. That looked like fun, says Digger. There was a guy in a Hawaiian shirt right after the manly-looking granny. I mean, I needed footage of them on the chair to make my point stick, and I was hoping we were going to get it, but we didn't, so I kind of leaned into that, and then when it all seemed safe, then there's one old guy who clearly just got done riding the slip and slide, and they're helping him up, and he's like, thank you so much. Fucking make me eat my dick on that one. So yeah, old people got to have fun at the slip and slide. I have a couple of other stories, but we've only got a couple minutes left. I also wanted to save those for when Digger's here, which she will be here tomorrow. So we're going to get out of here. The weather is so-so. Tap on glass. Nothing happens to my internet tomorrow. Everything will be fine with doing the tow show, and then we'll be back here tomorrow afternoon with me and Our Lady of Canada Digger. And then, what is it? I think she has a show tomorrow, doesn't she? She do a chat with chat thing, I believe. I don't remember. I don't know. We'll ask her. Our goal is knocked into somewhere into Thursday. Again, thank you, Mr. Q, and everybody that participated in the hype train. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you. And so we're keeping that ahead. Once we start the show tomorrow, we'll let you know where that's at and really kind of just tap out Thursday and hold on Friday. If we trickle a couple bucks into Friday, that's fine. But we want to leave Friday alone for the big funding show and have a great time. So that way, not only do you get to help fund the program, you get to laugh at me getting messed up, schnockered, and what have you. So I amazingly survived all 4 runs with the doctor. So I'm feeling good about myself. But we're going to get out of here. You guys stay safe, and we'll see you all tomorrow. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. It's been a privilege and a pleasure. Take care, and we'll see you later. Hey, did you hear about